and gentlemen, theys and thems, children of all ages, welcome down because it is time to get down at the HyperX Arena because it is once again Saturday night, and you know what time it is. It's time for Saturday Night Speedway. It's Mario Kart time, baby. Hey! What's up, Pidgey? I missed you last week.
I did too. I missed you too, man.
Bro.
I mean, honestly, it was an absolute crazy, chaotic week of Mario Kart action. When we were here 2 weeks ago, it was an absolute amazing time, but we got Dr. Funk on the table right now, I guess so. There you go. But honestly, how have you been in this last week?
I've been amazing. I actually, you know what? I missed you so much. I showed up here last Saturday night, and I was like, where's my man Pidgey? It's time to go to work. And they're like, there's no work, but you can have some fun. So I came down to our alma mater, if you will, right here at the HyperX and enjoyed some great gaming. You know, it's always nice to have a week off.
It really, really is. You know what? Rest the vocal cords. Get them ready for another amazing week of Mario Kart action with some of the best, most competitive players in Mario Kart. It truly is a one-of-a-kind experience here at the HyperX Arena, in my opinion, just because, like we were talking about last week, right? How crazy and nuts it was. We had a tie for first place, which was absolutely nuts between Yezi and Batter Cookie, which brought it all down to a one race 200cc Baby Park battle, which ended up being, guess what, Batter's Cookie's race to win. They opted to actually, you know what, split the first place prize, but we do have highlights from our previous Saturday Night Speedway. We got Sir Nine, the freshest of them all, being able to clutch up, got that shock dodge to the clip before, and then guess what, was able to maneuver away from that boomerang from Batter Cookie. Then going over to Mario's Heart, gonna be able to throw that red shell forward. Shock though, ruining their day for sure.
Definitely ruined their day. They're not having fun, but you know what? A lot of people came out and had fun at Batter Cookie right there, throwing himself off the map. That's not how you play this game.
No, it's not. No, it's not. There are times when you want to, and we'll get into that eventually.
Yes.
But most times, you want to stay on the track. Like we're seeing Ankles here getting redded on one of the longest tracks in the game. My God, it feels like it. Yeah. But now we got Mario Party King here being able to take that shortcut, boom, into, guess what? Not a first place finish, second place finish. Sunshine Airport being the most relentless track in the game. Mr. Scooty getting backed on the glider. Absolutely brutal situations going on. Immortal, guess what? Outrunning the blue shell. Not an easy thing to do, but they were able to do it.
They were able to do it. And going back to that airport, we saw that map 4 times. Was it 4 times? Look, we've discussed our math isn't very good.
No, it's not. It really, really isn't. But we're looking good as we had the Olympic absolute freshness coming out from Logan there, being looking like Hulk Hogan over there. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, brother. Wait till you get these 12-inch pythons wrapped around you, and I gave myself a good 8 inches on that.
There you go. You know what? That's all you need. But yes, he's here. We are getting absolutely obliterated. But then Bobby getting, man, past at the line with Kiro taking that shortcut, grabbing first place. That was during those semifinals, and then boom, right back to Sunshine Airport. We saw it at least 15 times last week. Will we see it 15 times this week? That's the question of the day. Serving up Gary's way. Kiro getting blued at the line. Last lap, last second, making them lose that first place run, and then this was the tiebreaker situation.
It was a heartbreaking situation, if you ask me, buddy.
I agree with you. It truly was a battle of the century when it came down to it, because, man, literally, it was Batter's Cookie's race to win for the first 4 laps. He ends up getting wiped out, and then Yezi came back, but then Yezi wasn't taking that no-item shortcut through the grass on Baby Park, so he ended up losing his lead. Batter Cookie was able to bring it home, and he is actually going back home.
Right.
Last week, going back home for school, so he won't be joining us again, but he was able to go out in style.
Edition.
There you go.
Saturday Night Speedway, by the way. We're losing competitors, we're gaining new competitors, and you know what? If you're sitting at home going, I love Mario Kart, I came to get down, I want to get in front of the lights or under the lights, if you will, and impress my friends and family. Get down here. We're on the strip. We're in the Luxor. It is the HyperX Arena.
It is.
And this is the Esports Center of the Universe.
It really is. I mean, we were just talking about this last night, because on Friday nights, we have Friday Frags, which we're going to be doing builds, no builds. You just have to check the calendar of what we're doing. But me and Nick were also discussing that. Players from around the world come here to compete and play in these tournaments. It's insane. It is so hype. I mean, absolutely. You know what? It is one of the coolest things that players know that this place exists and they know the talent's here and they want to compete and make their name known.
You know, I moved 2,700 miles to be sitting here at this desk with YOU, my friend. Here we are, having it out, baby.
For me, you shouldn't have.
We're about to put that Mario Kart pedal to the metal, get down like a clown like Charlie Brown and turn your frown upside down. It is Saturday Night Speedway right here at the HyperX Arena in the beautiful Luxor Hotel and Casino. And boy, oh boy, am I ready to go all in and see some of the best racers in the entire world throw down for that $700 prize pool.
I am so excited to see it, but first and foremost, Logan, we got to learn how this tournament works.
Oh, how does it work? I don't know.
I don't know. We got our main man, Asti, though, that's going to be able to break it down for you so that you know when to go up, what to expect. If you want to put your eyeballs to the big screen in the middle, you can see me pointing at it on the screen, in the screen. Please pay attention and learn how Saturday Night Speedway works.
What's going on? It's your man Aussie from the HyperX Arena.
And welcome to Speedway. Here's a rundown of how to compete. The tournament is comprised of 3 stages: qualifiers, semifinals, and finals. All racers will race in a qualifier to score as many points as possible. The players are randomly distributed evenly into a qualifier and will race on 4 random maps. To learn which qualifier you are in and when you will be racing, find the infograph displayed on screens around the arena. The top 24 point scorers after all qualifiers will advance to the next stage of the tournament. In the event that there are ties between the advancing racers, there will be a tiebreaker race which will determine who advances to the semifinals. All ties will be broken through a 1-map Grand Prix on Baby Park at 200cc speed. Throughout the night, keep an eye out for the Advancing Racers graphic to see if your favorite racer is still in the running for Stage 2, the semifinals. There are 2 semifinals with 12 racers each. The top 24 racers from the qualifying stage will race 6 maps, and everyone is allowed to select a map through the Grand Prix. The top 6 players from each semifinal will advance to the Grand Finals. The top racer from each semifinal is allowed to veto 1 map from the Grand Finals Grand Prix. Racers who make it to the Grand Finals will race 8 maps and can select maps throughout the Grand Prix. Everyone who makes it to the finals is a cash prize winner. You should receive an email from our friends at paymentlabs.io about how to claim your prize, which will be available within 30 days after this Speedway. And that's everything you need to know about Speedway.
Welcome back, and thank you, Aussie, for breaking it down and telling us how this tournament's going to work. It works the same way every single week. If you don't remember how this tournament works and you're coming back to it, I would suggest consulting a doctor, but you know what? We are getting ready for another amazing week of Mario Kart action. I mean, truly, it has been remarkable to see almost every single week coming down to the last 1 or 2 races. There has not been many blowouts like we've experienced before. All of these competitors want a piece of that $700 prize pool and try and go home with some cash money. And it's truly amazing. I mean, we talked about it last week with how much money we've given away here.
Over $100,000.
Over $100,000. You don't believe it, but if you do the math, you can do it yourself.
That's a lot.
700 times 200. Yeah,
that's a lot of
crazy.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You've talked about it in the past. There's been competitors that have put themselves through college just by playing Mario Kart. And I've talked about it time and time again. Parents, if you're sitting there going, hey, have you studied today? No, have you played your video games today? Get your kids going early and often. And you know what? Forget about those headbanger sports like football and all that stuff.
You don't want brain damage.
You know what? The brain damage.
You can only get a little bit from Mario Kart.
Yeah, put him down in front of the babysitter and let him learn how to play.
You know what? You got to start them early, get them on the consoles. You know what? Parents used to say, don't look at the screen too long, and now they're saying, look at the screen longer so that you can get better at the game and win some money. Truly, you know what? I always thought that was funny, too. I would used to get yelled at all the time. Like, back up from the screens, and now we got virtual reality and it's plastered onto your face. I think that's actually one of the funniest memes known to man.
All right, I also had a teacher tell me, you'll never have a calculator in your pocket. I've got a computer. Hey, Mrs. White, you were wrong. I was right. Oh, I'm that old.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. God rest her soul. We're gonna be getting into some more Mario Kart Carnage as our first qualifier is already on the stage, getting the controllers connected.
Yes.
We can see them on the stage, looking fresh, looking amazing, getting
Nirvana.
locked.
Look at that right there. What's your favorite Nirvana song?
You know what? They're all amazing. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's like asking me what my favorite anime is.
I was gonna say, like, is it Smells Like Teen Spirit? Is that a song?
Yeah, that's a song.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is a song. I didn't know if
is
that
a
was the
song.
album name or the song. I suck with band names. I won't even lie to you. But honestly, all of these competitors looking fresh, looking happy. I mean, you're at the HyperX Arena. Come on.
Look
at them. Look at you.
Yo, Mom, I'm on TV, bro.
You know.
Yo, put down the controller and call your mom and let her know.
Yeah, absolutely. You
Go
know
to
what?
Allied Esports on the Twitch channel and get involved.
Exactly. Twitch.tv/Allied Esports. It's that easy. Talk to us here in the caster's booth as well. And then we got Bear, the one, the only,
Oh my
the new
gosh.
father. Back in it with us. We haven't seen him in so long, but it's great to see him. Got the alien shirt on, repping that.
That's
I am
dope.
excited to see that new movie coming out by the way.
Romulus, right?
Yeah, Rom. Is that how you say
Is
that?
that what it's called?
I hope so.
Well, if that's the way if that's what
Romulus.
it's called,
I think it's Romulus, right? Is that how you say that word?
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
God. I don't
That's
even
how
know.
you say that word.
Okay.
I promise.
Little, the more you know, little segments here. But honestly, it's great to see Bear back competing with us one more time, getting all these competitors locked in, ready to go. And it's great also, everyone on stage also knows how it works, so you can help other competitors who are trying to figure it out. Because if you didn't know, there's actually a whole LAN setting, and most people, if you bought this game, wouldn't even know how to get into
the
it.
version, you would have no idea.
Not a
You've
clue.
Never competed before.
It's crazy. Yeah, like literally, I even when the first time it did it to me, I felt like my brain activated 100% because I was like, there is not a chance anyone would know how to get to that setting that we use, LAN mode. It's just wild. I mean, if you've been here and you've done it, you of course know where it is, how to do it. But it's great to see that everyone's so supportive, helping each other out, trying to get in the races. But yeah, then wait, look at that. Ariel Apostle and me matching shirts. It's the same line from
but
Box Lunch.
You don't have the pants. Next
No,
time
he does not.
Next time he's on camera, I'm gonna need him to show off those pants.
Yeah, you got the whole
Because
Yoshi fit.
You need those pants,
True.
bro.
I need some Donkey Kong pajama. There we go. Going back
Yeah,
to it.
show the pants up.
You gotta
Stand
show
up.
the
Stand
pajamas.
up, please.
Show
Stand
the
up.
pajamas. Yeah.
Look at the pants. Look at the pants.
And he's got matching socks too, but
oh
that's
my
a little
gosh,
bit.
You got the socks.
You got matching Yoshi socks. So I am looking forward. He's got the drip, he's got the fit, and now he's just got to lock in and win.
He's got that Ric Flair drip happening right now.
There we go. That's all. You know what? That's the first step. I feel like once you're feeling good, you're looking good, you're feeling confident, then boom, you're racing, you're on your way, and you're doing a good job. And honestly, Ariel Apostle is one of those racers that I feel like has deserved a SNS victory for so long, just because it literally he's lost it by 1 point,
A
2
couple
points,
times, right?
a few times. He has been this close, especially at the beginning of this year. He was on a run. He was on a streak, and a little bit of unfortunate mishaps, a little bit of misplays, which has brought him a little bit down throughout these past few weeks. But if you will mostly see him in those top 6 spots. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Ariel Apostle can do tonight, especially looking as fresh as he does with that Yoshi outfit, with my Donkey Kong repping that one. You know what? Shirts going on. I'm excited. I'm excited to see.
So fresh and so clean. I mean, he's making you look. I like the shirt. Don't get me wrong, buddy, but he's got the shirt, he's got the pants, he's got the socks. We're not going to ask about the underoos. We're not going to ask about the
We don't need to know
underoos.
that far.
We don't need to go there.
No,
but I'm
we
just
don't.
saying. And he's been raising money for Alzheimer's as well.
Yeah, over
That's looking
$2,000, I do believe, that he's raised so far. I mean, and every time he does win, he's actually donating his winnings to Alzheimer's, which is great. It's
That is
fantastic.
amazing.
It's just some of those things that makes the Saturday Night Speedway community absolutely stick out from the rest.
And it is a true community here. They've been so gracious in allowing a neophyte like me into the mix here. Man, I just try not to make myself look stupid every week.
We will stop talking and stop looking stupid, and we're getting ready for Saturday Night Speedway.
Let's go. Turn it up to 11.
Bulk accelerator.
are starting it off on a Tokyo Blur, one of the DLC tracks I think is actually on the bottom of a lot of people's tier list. Chat, tell me, what do you guys think about Tokyo Blur? Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's lame? Do you like it? But I personally, it's gorgeous, it's pretty, but I feel like the track's kind of a little bit too simplistic.
It's very basic.
It is.
I look for the back of Moscow, you're basic.
Oh.
And that's what this track is right now.
I mean, it's really cool. I mean, I like that no edit shortcut. Very satisfying. Great work there by Yezi, our last week's winner. And then you see Ariel Ponzo being able to drag out that other competitor. Bear seeing the green shell drifting around it. Being able to narrowly avoid 1, 2, maybe 3 of them. Great work there by Bear. Showing, hey, the rust ain't showing just yet. I almost spoke too soon.
Yeah, that green shell was about to ruin somebody's day, and it didn't. But remember, when they hit off the ball, they become like a homing device.
They really do. You got to be careful of those smart bounces. If you're not able to slow down and keep track of them, you will get hit. Mr. Scudio going to have to pop that star and get item screen. Should have gone to the left. Most times, most racers will probably go to the item box on the right. So just be aware of that and always try and grab an item. Chibi Chan, who's given us our wonderful bracelets today. Chibi Chan being able to keep this top 6 run going on. Avoided that blue shell somehow. That blue shell was being very polite.
That blue shell was really looking for that #1 spot, and boom, Area Fossil goes down like a cloud, and not having fun at that blue shell right behind him.
You can see the frown on his face. He's trying to turn it all around. Red shell coming in, not going to land. He's going to be able to grab that first place finish of qualifier #1, race #1. And then we got Elevate in 5th, Papa Bear in 3rd.
And like Taylor Swift, they're shaking it off. They're shaking off those early jitters, being under the lights.
A little bit of rust. You know,
a little bit of rust.
week
right?
off.
Yeah, we had a week off. Hey, I'm feeling a little rusty. Well, that's just my color. Rust. You know, because when you get old. All right, anyways.
You know,
look,
they'll experience it later.
That was awesome, though, right?
It was.
It's good to be back. It's good to see all the racers finding their groove again. Stella got her groove back, and our Super Mario Kart racers can get their groove back after a week off as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is really nice to have that mental refresher, right? Whenever I used to compete, having that week off after absolutely trying my best, practicing the game nonstop, and having the more casual kind of mindset, it is nice to finally get back in a whole new, fresh mindset, being able to just say, you know what, new time, new refresh, and let's see what we can do. And what we're doing is going back to Sunshine Airport that we saw 3 separate times last week.
I swear it was 4. I swear, I'm not good at counting. Yeah, I swear it was 4. Now, as a competitor, when you have a week off, what do you do to get ready to compete once again with that week off?
Honestly, there is a ranked Mario Kart Discord that you can join. You can just literally look it up on Mario Kart Central. It is very, very nice. It's a little bit laggy, you know, to say the least, but it's still really good to just get your, you know, feet wet and being able to compete with players of your similar skill level, or even just going on worldwide where you compete with people all across the world. That's a great way to just get your mind back into it and get your reflexes ready, because like something like that can happen that you're not expecting. Not checking that back camera is going to cost you a lot. That's something you got to get in the mindset, got to get in the groove of.
Pop Bear coming back, and you know what? Did not get the right goal of points on that last exchange.
No, they did not. They were going to look a little bit hungry going into the second lap. Let's see if they're going to be able to satisfy their appetite, as we're going to be seeing in 5th place, Yezi, our last week's winner. Will they be able to run it back, keep the crown on their head? Has a mushroom in hand, going to be able to just drift to the side, go through that off-road. It saves you a little bit of time, not much. This track is primarily all front running. If you're going to get hit to the back, you're going to be seeing it's very difficult to come back.
And you're not going to come back, actually. Forget about difficult. It's next to near impossible.
Oh, Mr. Scooty from 2 weeks ago happened to Timmy Chan.
It actually just happened. It took 2 weeks to get here, but you know what? The postal system is a little off sometimes.
It is.
Amazon isn't. Amazon will get it there tomorrow.
You know what? You're right. Or in 3 weeks. You know what? Sometimes they do get backed up and they lose some items. But Yezi, not trying to lose their mind, trying to just climb back up. Like we said, it's very difficult. It's a front-running track. You got these off-road. Like it shows, it helps save you a little bit of time to give you like a spot if you're battling for it. But like right there, you're seeing that yellow Yoshi right behind him. This is not a free race by any means, and a shock, a blue shell, or otherwise can shake this entire race up, and the entire lobby has basically dodged in a storm. Will they be able to catch up? That's the question. Aeropostale in first, but my God, the loadout that they have can cause a lot of damage.
And it seems like they're going to be able to sit there, but no, yes, he getting in there. First place by the hair of their chinny chin chin, got right in there. And that's what you love to see. Now, the global rankings have come out. Oliver has put the pen to the paper, broke out the abacus, and he's figured out the numbers. Now, two of the competitors that are in 1 and 2 are not here this week.
That is true. You know what? It's going to be quite interesting to see how that's going to shake things up. Emery not with us this week, and Batter Cookie not here.
School.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a flip side for a lot of these competitors who, you know what, battling against those top tier competitors may give them a chance to grab that first place prize, but it's still going to be an extremely rough battle, as you're already seeing in this first qualifier, because we have 3 qualifiers tonight. When you already have these juggernauts battling it out, man, I love it so much more when you're seeing all of these top tier, top ranked competitors battling it out. And even Oliver worked on Frag's Fortnite ranking systems for the arena now too.
So I have a problem with the way that we finished it all, and I know everybody puts a lot of work in. Oliver puts a lot of work into everything. But last week we went all right turns to figure out who's the fairest of the ball. We need Fight Club. We need Fight Club. Look, if we tie this week, we're going to the basement, kids.
That's what you got to do. Really cook it out. Red Shell v. Red Shell, trying to make it happen. But right now we got Taco Cat here in third place, being able to drag out another competitor. Really great move there, but not great to get item screen just by a half a millisecond there. Taco Cat gonna look very vulnerable here in third place. GXC on the screen in fifth, going to be able to hold on for defense. And really, that's the if you're not too used to these tracks or knowing what to do or where to go, just holding on to defense is the first objective, right? There's a red shell behind you, you'll be protected. So being able to just say, hey, I know how to trip, and I know how to hold left trigger to hold that item, that's the first step.
And Taco Cat was reminding us that every once in a while it's okay to hit that break.
It is. And especially even though we're on land and everyone's connected to one another, you are going to actually have to still space yourself out. Mr. Scooty able to avoid that, but not throwing the red shell forward. Chibi-chan using every single green. That could have been so much worse. Avoids the triple bananas on the road. The shot into the wall saves their life.
Literally, not figuratively, but literally their life.
And now Papa Bear going to be able to just hold on to third place. Bananas on the road, Blue Shell going to land on Aeropostale. And now those competitors are going to be able to take over first and second place. Aeropostale here in third, Banana in hand, going down some defense. Checking that back camera. That's the one thing you also want to do.
Got to, right? I mean, if you're not looking behind you, how do you know where you're moving forward?
Exactly. You know what? You got to be able to know if there's a red shell, a green shell, or otherwise, and get away from it. That's how you're going to survive a little bit longer. And now Bears playing it very, very safe so far. Tries to throw the banana forward. A little bit of aggression there, but now holding on for that red shell and just waiting for their moment to strike. Jumps over those greens. They are bouncing, lands onto, guess what? Bears greens. Boomerang shot. Going to be able to give it to Aeropostale, sniping out Bear, taking over second. That's just going to allow first place to get a free run for first.
Yeah, yes, he's going to be able to bring this home very easily, and I think Aeropostale will be right behind as well in second place. And rounding out that third, we got GXC in the house.
We saw GXC a little bit throughout that entire race, and guess what? Was able to shock dodge, and that's such an important factor of this game.
Yo, that may be the #1 tool that you need out there. If you're watching these pros and you're sitting at home going, how do they do that? You know what? Google it, YouTube it, go watch those videos. It's timing, timing, timing. Everything is timing, but you need to have that timing to be able to get away from it. I can't do it. I can't. I'm old. I can't do it.
You know what? It's tough, but you know what's even tougher is this is not the grand finals. This is qualifier number 2. My God, what a fast night. We're already here. Congratulations. I'm just kidding. Bobby, Ankles, Kiro, Bradu, Chipple, Christopherson, Heavenly, LB, Spartan SSX, Vinny, and TGG. If you heard your name, get to the back of the arena. They'll be able to line you up and get you ready for the next qualifier and get ready for your 4 races. And take your notes. You know what? Have the notepad ready because there's so many little things that will give you an advantage and take this game into your own hands. Because everyone thinks Mario Kart, oh, there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I could have done, when in reality, it's something as simple as checking your back camera and you'll be good to go.
And we know that checking your back camera is something that you have to do.
You do.
And we saw it work and not be easy to move fast. Because if you take that back camera and you miss, guess what? Now you're not looking forward.
Yeah.
And now you got to take it and be concerned with everything that's happening in front of you.
Yep, and that's what's in front of you. Most likely ledges that don't have barriers and ledges that are going to make you fall off the stage, and it's not a good time. So you got to also just realize when is a good spot. You know what? Being able to quickly press that back camera, get the knowledge, and then keep driving. So we're seeing Mr. Scooty being able to go right over the sewage bin right there, being able to grab that trick, and now Aeropostale here in 5th place. Got double red Reno. Is going to be able to chain into some more item boxes. Beautiful move there. Fire Flower not going to land. Don't know how they entered into the Matrix there.
You know what? It's so sad when you see those fireballs go by. But I gotta be honest with you, out of all the items, fire is the least likely to hit for me.
Absolutely. I honestly, I mean, even next to the Piranha Plant, those are probably up there on those top 2, where it's like, I feel like players use it too aggressively, right? If you're able to just slowly, one at a time, use it, but like you're saying, they're just spamming it out and then they miss their target. You can use it for defense, offense. It is such a good item, but man, you got to be able to utilize it correctly. We got Chip Chan on the screen.
And so much of this game is utilizing items correctly and being able to be conscious of the other competitors and the items that they have.
Absolutely. I really could say, oh, because if you're not, you don't know what's around you, you're going to get hit, right? If those green shells are going to snipe you, you're going to get hit. We're talking about Fireflowers, we're seeing it thrown right by top tag, and into the banana they go, misses the glider section. What a well-placed banana there, and able to get around that blue shell, and Yezi going to be able to finish off Rome in 1st, Aeropostale in 2nd, and Taco Cat in 3rd on that final race.
You only have to come in 6th place, right? I mean, at the end of the day, to move on, you just got to get 1 through 6 here. That's
it.
what we're looking at.
That's it.
That's what we're looking at.
You know what? There's especially if you didn't think you did that well on these lower nights. You know, we have events going on, and not as many competitors here. You will be able to see that you might already make it into semifinals, right? You know what? You got to just stick around, wait, and see if you made it in. There's only 2 more qualifiers to go, and then you'll be able to see if you are into semifinals and get 6 more races for your money. You know what? Why not? Grab some food, grab some game time, but we do have highlights from that first.
Let's get our bang for our buck on.
Let's do it as Bear. Look at the slow motion hop around the green, but Chippy Chan drifts right into the green. Then we got Aeropostale being able to just barely grab that boomerang back, snipe out Bear, and take over 2nd on that one.
Ariel style. I always just want to go clothes shopping whenever he shows up, and I don't know why.
Looking too fresh.
Looking so fresh and so clean. And you know what? I can't wait to see Bobby and Ankles and Kiro Bra, dude, and them go head-to-head. And then we've got some other competitors here. I don't recognize their names.
No, I mean,
and I'd love to see it.
Exactly, and we've seen it even like these past few weeks, right? With, you know what, summer break coming to a close, a lot of traveling competitors, a lot of people were like, you know, I wasn't too serious, and then come here and they're like, you know what, I gotta practice some more. I gotta get right back into this, because they're realizing how big the Mario Kart competitive scene is right now. I mean, talking about all these tournaments that are going on all over the country, especially the best one, of course, HyperX Arena. You gotta realize that the Mario Kart competitive scene is thriving. It's bigger than it's ever been.
Yeah, and you know what? Super Dom had to go back home because it is our back to school.
He was getting so good too.
He was getting so great, and he came to me and he was like, "Man, I don't want to go back home." And I said, "Why?" He goes, "Well, I'm excited to see all my friends back home." But he goes, "I'm gonna miss all of my friends that I've made right here." His summer camp was Mario Kart here at the HyperX Arena. And you know what? I can't think of a better way to spend a summer.
Truly, I mean, it's literally a one-of-a-kind place. You know, like me and my friend were talking about it. They're like, do you think, where else do you think the HyperX could go? And I'm like, this is it, man. There's nowhere else the HyperX Arena could be. I mean, you got the screens, you got the space, you got the place. It's so good. It's amazing. And truly every person who comes here, who's traveled in, you know, from the Mario Kart online scene, they're like,
Blown away,
It
right?
is. They are.
Absolutely.
It's like everything like that they thought and more, you know, and it's
It
really
is.
really cool to see because I'm like, what did you actually enjoy yourself? You know, I always try to have a one-to-one. I'm like, did you enjoy it? They're like, absolutely, a really great time. But right now we're seeing the competitors who are currently having a great time getting connected.
Bobby Digital with the Bullet Bill shirt on.
Is this foreshadowing for bagging every single track today?
He might be backing and all of that nonsense.
You know what? Got to be able to press the chest
look at
and then
look
boom.
at the Pikachu shirt. That's fire.
I love that.
You spit hot fire.
You know what? Aiko's always looking fresh. Honestly, we got to have a fashion show going on. Best Mario Kart drip.
Let's do that. Next week, let's have everybody who's coming down wear your best Mario Kart drip. We'll do a fashion show. I'll give away a free hat to the competitor with the best Mario drip next week.
That would be fine.
Marissa, make it happen.
Honestly,
Marissa's
making it
now
happen.
crying somewhere going, why are you making more work for me?
No. But honestly, it is going to be an absolute fantastic event. All of these competitors. Tanuki Mario hat, of course. We've seen them every single week. Looking amazing. And the Kane shirt is absolutely fire.
Yo, look at that
So
game
cool.
shirt, bro.
I love it.
Did he have that made?
True. I mean, it's just fire. I mean, I was just...
Dude, it's in Fuego.
I literally just got a TikTok yesterday about wanting canes, and I'm like, guys, who wants to get canes? And they're like, no, it's too expensive these days. I'm like, I understand, but it's canes.
It is expensive these days. Let's not talk about the price of things, because I'm old, so everything's expensive.
Yep, and you know what? And I'm not even that old, and I feel like everything's expensive now.
Why is milk $4 a gallon?
It shouldn't be. Why is my Caniac combo almost $20?
No, yo, Taco Bell's expensive. All right, I don't even want to. Don't stop.
We're just
Don't
gonna
get
be-
me started, bro.
Which one? Yeah, it is.
It's pricey.
That's
what I'm saying.
I was doing some food deliveries, and I was like, what are these prices? Why are you charging $6 for a little burrito? What's going on?
And
Yeah,
God
you can
forbid,
rant.
I spent $48 at Taco Bell the other day. And you know
That
what?
should be illegal. That should actually be
They
like
should
written
cut
into
you
law.
off after 18 bucks.
Truly.
You should not be able to spend more than $18 at Taco Bell, because you will regret it in the morning. You will regret it in the morning.
Not only your bank account, but also your stomach will die. It's just the truth. Vonnie back with us again. Oh, it's great to see him back as well. But all these competitors also looking fresh. The curls looking fire.
Yo, look at those curls, man. Those
Literally, red curls, fire. Absolutely.
And-
1-to-1.
I've said it a couple times tonight, but once again, I'm going to say it Fuego. I like it.
It's very, very
People
nice.
expect more from people with naturally curly hair. I learned that from watching Charlie Brown.
Truly, you know what? Everyone wants the curls,
Oliver's
man.
like, I don't want to be on camera, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, how do I put my thumb over the camera?
Yeah, trying to block his face right now. But you can't block that gorgeous face,
Hey,
Oliver.
Oliver, look at the camera and say, more gruel, please.
Nope.
Come
He's
on,
hiding.
that's an Oliver twist. Where are my Dickens fans at? Oh, okay. No one.
Nope,
Like,
nope.
No one.
Nope.
Charles Dickens.
We need like a counter for how many times it's gone. Wow.
Yeah, just because I'm educated, all right?
You are. You blew my mind
It's
with
hard to be
John
adult, dark,
Kirby.
handsome, and modest.
Hey, you
but
know what?
Somebody over here has to pull it off.
You do, and you pull it off every single week. I won't even lie to you. You won't. You do. You
He's
do.
lying right now.
I wish I was. Yes, that's the truth. But we are currently just getting ready. You see all the competitors being excited and all the wonderful TOs with us today. Always got to give a shout out to all the technical people,
Please do.
all the people who are working behind the scenes, trying
I mean,
to
we
make
talk
it happen.
about
every
Oliver,
week.
we talk about Marissa, but there are so many other faces and names behind the scenes that make everything happen. I always say, we do the easy part.
We do.
All we do is open up our mouths and hope
Yep.
stuff comes out and y'all like us. And you know what? Either way, we still sleep well at night.
Yeah,
but
it's-
every person behind the scenes that makes it happen, they're doing the hard part. They're doing the technical issues. They're dealing with our personalities. I don't want to say anything, but this guy over here is a real prima donna. Okay? First of all, we get fed here. He has to have the cuss.
We get fed?
Yeah, the cuss cut off. I've seen you do it.
Oh.
You have gone over there and asked that poor woman to cut the crust off of your sandwich.
Whoa, the
I've seen it.
accusations.
I've
The
seen it.
accusations. He's not wrong. I don't like crust on my sandwiches, but the accusations are wrong. You know what? 90%, 99% wrong. All right, you got the 1% with the crust being off.
The worst part of it was right next to her was
Stop this man.
Uncrustables. There was Uncrustables right there, and this woman is cutting off the crust. And I'm like, bro, just grab an Uncrustable, you'll be okay. He goes, no, she has to earn her pay.
What's going on? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I swear to God.
That's all fake news. We don't get fed.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. There's the truth finally coming out, going to the 100%. Absolutely. You know what? But we do.
We do have ice cream cones back there, though.
They do?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'll show you after.
Oh, really? Dang. Okay.
Hey, can we go to break? We need some ice cream real quick.
Yeah.
With sprinkles or Jimmy's?
It's
No,
sprinkles.
is it sprinkles or Jimmy's?
Sprinkles. I am West Coast.
Yeah, because who the heck is Jimmy? Like, seriously, Mr. Beast came out with those? No, there's kids, there's kids these days that are like, why are these things called Mr. Beasts? No, they're not called Mr. Beast. They're called sprinkles, for the love of God. I don't care if Jimmy is Mr. Beast or not. He didn't invent them.
You know what? That is fair. I am not an East Coast person, but I don't. How does that even happen? They just said, yeah, these are some nice Jimmies on my ice cream. I'm like, brother, I don't want Jimmies on my ice cream. I'm sorry.
It probably goes back to the mob. The dude named Jimmy was the guy who was in charge of all the sprinkles in the neighborhood, and he used to give them out, but only if you let him dip his beak. He had all the sprinkles in the neighborhood.
Oh. I guess so. Yeah, this man, the knowledge, the more you know. I am waiting for when we have that ready for the more you know, on the screen. That's what we need. That's what we need.
We had a week off.
That's what we need, truly. You know what? More you need with Logan. And then we got Bonnie here. You got the OLED? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I did. And you're going to tell me all these other random facts? You're going to tell me there's a trivia night now? What up? It's been a minute, SNS folks. I hope everyone's doing well. You're going to tell me we got trivia now? What's going on?
Yeah, we got game time too.
There is no trivia tonight, by the way. Not tonight. We put trivia on pause. We'll take a technical timeout on trivia for the week.
Hey, technical foul. Technical foul.
Throwing flags.
I got something. I got the Evo shirt on, and I got our Nintendo Championship shirt on. No, I still like the red one personally from your. Dude, red's my favorite color. Of course I'm gonna like that one. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Pink's mine. I'm wearing Wu-Tang, baby. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to mess with.
Oh no, dude. I love Wu-Tang. Like I used to know a lot of their songs, but I haven't listened to their newest stuff lately. But I used to know all the members. I love Wu-Tang growing up, and I gotta thank my older brother for introducing me to them.
Now, was your older brother the one who got you into video games as well, or was it just good hip-hop?
Both. And it looks like we're about to get started. Someone did not pick a track. Someone did not pick random. They picked the track Moo Moo Meadows. Hey, I swear. Oh, we got. Here, you can cast this. I don't want this. I don't want this.
The inward player brought this into existence. That's all I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You came in here. We got Toad's Turnpike. The inward player brought it. No.
Normally, I blame Pidgey on this, but tonight we have to blame Bonnie.
Yeah, we do.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get back into it. Here we go.
And we are off. Remember, this is just a simple figure 8 track. There's not much to it other than saying, hey, make sure you grab 10 coins. 10 coins should be the #1 priority in every single race that you play, especially in this one because it's very easy to get. If you go on the left side, there is literally 4 points on the left alcoves every single time. And then Chipple, unfortunately, going too far left. You can go over that bridge, but you got to go over the bridge, not to the side of it.
Yeah, it's not Red Hot Chili Peppers. We're not going under the bridge. We're going over the bridge. Now, I've talked about this time and time again where I like to hit those walls, ride the walls, and we saw a few of the competitors doing it early on. They've gone by the wayside after getting the Anderson track done. Do you like to ride the walls, or do you just stay in the middle of the track?
You know what? If I'm bagging, I'm really staying to the middle and just trying to cause as much chaos as possible. I don't know. It's hard to say because if you're trying to get coins, stick to the left. You can see those outposts, got those 4 coins, and then boom. Like in situations like that, it's a little bit easier to see what everyone has when you're in the middle as well. You're not missing those right side or left side competitors. But truly, like we're seeing Christopherson right now, having those triple greens, they're going to need a little bit more than that. But repping the Donkey Kong, so they're automatically my favorite person right now.
Absolutely. You're dipping in, you're doing all the things. You're showing the aura of Donkey
the aura of Donkey Kong indeed having to, like you're seeing Christopherson, getting their car broken down and getting karted. But Bredude right now trying to change it all up down here in this top 6 position. It's going to be a little bit of a crawl, a little bit of a battle like you're seeing. Not many shortcuts, but Bobby's standing up with ankles and playing the game. What is going on?
I love this. You know what? Let's stand.
You know what? We got stand with them.
We're standing in unison with you. We're standing in unison
We're standing with Bobby.
Ankles versus Bobby. Bobby's got on the blue shirt. And here we check out Kiro, always dressed for success.
And so is Kiro standing up as well. They're having a great time in these qualifiers. Bobby putting down the controller, grabbing first place, and then Kiro in second. Ankles probably rounded us out in third. Yes, he is.
Yeah, and this only works because, I mean, you can now tell how short I am in real life. No, he's actually 6'10". He's 6'10". I'm actually 6'3".
I wish my height started with a 6. Don't rub it in, Logan. Don't rub it in.
Look, I'm really tall. No, I'm not.
You're thinking of the tall puns. What are the short puns?
No,
Short King. You're Short King. There we go. That's the words I'm looking for.
I mean, I've already said I was told Dark Handsome and Modesty happens to be my best quality, but the viewers at home have figured out that is fake news.
Oh, you know what? What are you right now, Logan? What's going on? Fake news, fake news, fake news. You got to bring us the truth.
I'm
the hard-hitting truth.
All right, the hard-hitting truth is I'm
All right.
5'6" and 3/4", and if you're a guy, those 3/4 count for a lot.
They are. They do. You basically, you should just say 5'7" at this point. I'm just saying.
No,
you got to round up.
All of my profiles say 5'7",
Good.
but I am 5'6" and 3/4.
They should really start, you know what, counting those 3/4. That's all I'm saying.
I don't see anybody jumping up going, oh, that's the right height for me.
No, unfortunately. 5'6" is a little bit tough, but you know what? In a tough world, you got
5'7". I thought we covered that.
Oh, you're right. 5'7", 5'7". My bad. Yeah, exactly. But you know, it's a
Christopher Robinson.
there we go. You know what? Got the Donkey Kong loadout going, and we're gonna be seeing a little bit of guess what? Mount Wario, which is a really fun track. It's very much a sectional based track like we're seeing. So there's gonna be certain sections of every single lap is gonna be a new section of this track, and Christopherson exploring the whole abyss of this mountain and going to have to drop lower and lower and lower. Right now, what they want to do is grab points and really go out of their way to not fall off the track. Remember, if you're not doing too well, I do believe smart steering is allowed now. So you're able to help you out just a little bit more. It doesn't allow you to take shortcuts, but smart steering helps in certain situations, especially if you know a track like has a lot of fall-off points or something. But Vinny, unfortunately, hitting that middle rock. But
the girls having a rough go.
They really are, but there's still a lot of time to come back in this one. We're here at the halfway point of Mount Wario. Going to be here in second, dropping down from that blue shell hit. Boomerang right behind him. Now gonna throw that green shell forward. Doesn't land. Oh!
My gosh. I was just gonna say that was willy-nilly and that will come back to haunt them. And you know what? I didn't even have to put down a Castro's curse.
You didn't. It just happened. It literally, you thought it and it happened. It got put into existence, and Ankles now still standing, trying to stand against the rest of the crowd while they're working their way back after greening themselves. Bobby here in second. Got to be careful on this very much turning sectional based track. Going to be able to slow down. Beautiful move there. Remember, pressing that brake button when you're about to hit another person's item is not a bad move. But now we got Bredude in first. Will they be able to bring it all home? The loadout saying yes, but will their driving also be saying yes?
Well, you know what? They just missed out on a double item box, and it was just to the left. Lazily listing to the left would have worked out well for you there, Bobby. As Bobby is sitting pretty in first place, and he's going to be able to make this. He's going to troll. He's gonna troll.
I thought he was going to. Does the red shell track when you turn around and throw it back?
You know what? That's an excellent question for chat.
Honestly.
Because if you don't know it, I definitely don't know it.
I couldn't. I was wondering because I did see another clip where, of course, the green shell being able to turn it around and then snipe someone, but will it go back to second or will it just turn itself around? I'm actually curious about that now.
Turn around?
Turn it around?
Hold on.
We got a wire. I'm not trusting that.
Randy Macho Man Savage now. Oh boy. Sorry, I got a little hyped up there.
You know what? With the wrestlers reference right now.
Yo, well, I'm wearing Wu-Tang, bro.
There we go.
Ain't nothing to mess with.
Bringing it all home. Bringing it all home. You know what? Got to do what you got to do to win these wrestling matches that are Mario Kart matches that are absolute.
You look so good in that shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Look how good.
It's a little bit big, but you know what? I got the large, so if it shrinks, it shrinks. You know.
Well, washed it before you put it on, didn't you?
I hope so.
Where's his mother? Where's his mom
Yeah,
at?
it's new. It's a new shirt. I haven't worn it yet. It's new.
You wash it before you wear it.
No,
You don't know
it's
where that
brand
came
new.
from. You
All
don't know
right.
where that came from.
All right. That's fair. You know. What is this? Logan roasted Pidgey Day? What is going
The
on?
worst part is your mom is at home going, well, he's right.
You should have watched it when you bought it. You know what? You're not wrong, but you're also wrong. It's a brand
I
new.
am so- Oh!
You wash your iPhone when you get it? No, you don't know where it's been.
I got nothing on that. That was good. That was good.
No, it was an actual Hail Mary. Don't lie to me.
Yeah,
Don't lie to me.
I'm going to grab a bag of rice and I'll get back to you.
Thank you. All right. We got Heavenly, though, on the screen. Almost dropping a little bit too low. Got the glider section going. Going to work their way up to 10. Wildwood's very front runner heavy, but there's still a chance for you to catch back up a little bit. These little boost panels are going to make it a little bit harder for bagging to work out, but still being able to grab those 10 points will give you a huge advantage on this track.
10 points and do not miss the boost panels. It's so sad when you see somebody miss the boost panels.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be going out of your way to miss those bad boys, because besides having 10 points, those are your best way to, and items, those are your best way to fire it up.
Yeah, it really, really is. And if you're missing those boost panels, guess what? You're going to be missing out on spots as well. Christopherson has been struggling a little bit throughout this qualifier, but still holding on to this like top 6, 7th place spot.
That's all you
Not
gotta
bad.
do, though.
That is.
Get
That's
that
all you got to
top
do.
6 placement.
You got to make sure that you're getting points and not getting 1 point. That is the main objective of this qualifying races. But Vinny right now got the Piranha Plant, but Christopherson able to maneuver themselves away from that Piranha Plant. That would have been way worse. Spartan SSX going to get shocked off the ramp, but was able to land right on the track.
Yeah, that could have been a heck of a lot worse for them as they keep getting pushed back to the back of the pack, and they're in 4th place, but they're actually able to hit that double item box. That's going to work out well for them. Oh, it's bananas all around, buddy.
Oh my goodness, the plantain protection is going to come by flying. Got those triple bananas, going to be backing up. Misses ankles though, here in 3rd place. Got the fire flower I told you about, throwing it out willy-nilly, and that's going to come down!
No, Kiro!
Falling off the track, going down to
I'm turning around
3rd.
and talking to you right now because I saw it happen.
You know what, it is, we get to talk down to them. Kiro, what are you doing?
We're condescendingly looking down on them.
We are.
Here, aren't we?
A little bit of a power move.
I don't like to be that guy. I actually, heck yeah, I like to be that guy. Do better.
All you had to do was turn left and not drive in a straight line. You know, that's all I'm saying. But Kiro, unfortunately, still grabbing that 3rd place finish, 10 points. It's not bad, but it's a little bit frustrating. Qualifier number 3, racers on deck. Do you want to bring us through it, Logan?
We've got Immortal, Jackie Juarez, Sloppy Gunner, Sir 9, Little Bit Psycho, Morzilla, Hermes, Irony Zap, Stephen Hitchy, and Whiskey One.
Oh, wait, a lot of great racers in this one. And with these smaller nights, I do love that we get to see all of these top-tier competitors really duking it out, battling it out, and already, like, actually trying to cause some problems on the racetrack.
Well, this is how you climb the ladder of success right here at the HyperX Arena on Saturday Night Speedway. Get in here early and often when the big guns are at home.
I guess we're going back
and
home.
Bobby and Ankles and Kiro and everybody else over there is really upset with what I just said. I'm just being honest.
You're not even wrong. You know what? When I say things, they get upset too. Join the club. But we are currently going back to the airport again.
Jeez, bro.
And yeah, I don't get the randomizer.
There's nothing random about the randomizer. We've gone to the airport so many times that I have signed up for TSA Plus and Clear, bro.
And the next one that's gonna come out right after that one, you're already pre-ordered for it. I truly do think that the randomizer, it's not random. I was telling you that on the very first day. I'm like, trust me, the randomizer lies to you, especially when we had that one night where we had all random tracks. I don't get it. I'm sorry, I'm ranting.
Intern that can go back and find out, is it 26 tracks that it likes to pick? You know?
I actually do want like a percentage, like.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Like literally just tracking this track. Like for the past 4 weeks, this track has gotten picked this many times. And you know what? Let's see if it's right. Let's see if that percentage comes true. I think that would be amazing. We got the tech for it. It would actually be really cool, unironically. But right now, we got Spartan here in 3rd place. Gonna be able to grab some shrooms if they do take that grass shortcut. They'll take and save a little bit of time, but they're gonna be able to jump right over baggage claim. That's gonna cause them to actually drop a little bit lower because that better has that star and avoids those triple bananas, throws the red, hits the person with the other triple shrooms.
Now, Vinny just hit that box and did not go through it as easily as some of the other competitors. Remember, you need to be on a boost to be able to get through those boxes. If not, they're just slowing you down.
Yeah, you really have to also just go in between them too. It's not too difficult, but if you don't line it up perfectly, you're gonna be in a bad spot. Just like Bobby is in a bad spot here against
But he
Blue.
made it to the other side, bro.
He did, and he has that forward momentum, which is gonna allow him to get back up to top speeds that much faster. Double reds, doesn't even matter. Uses the baggage claim. That person's gonna have to go to Spirit Airlines and get their bags back as Ankle's gonna finish us off in 3rd place on that final race.
I hear you actually have to fight for your bags at Spirit.
Yeah, you do.
Like if you have to pick either thumb wrestling, arm wrestling, or to the death.
You know what's crazy? I always thought it was kind of wild. It's just a trust system when it comes to luggage.
I don't
Out of
even
all-
trust you with my luggage, bro.
That's why do you have so much hate for me, Logan?
No, it's
But
just today. It's just today. You
That's fair.
deserve it.
That's fair. He's like, I missed a week, so we gotta pile it on. We gotta catch back up.
I got nothing but love for you, but that was last week. You weren't here.
That is fair. That is fair. We got the highlights though. Christopher Sin looking like my Donkey Kong shirt, just getting absolutely carded. Ankles going to be here in 2nd. Boing, boing, boing.
Boing.
Right back into the face, and Heavenly going to find themselves.
That hurt, by the way. When Heavenly fell off, I felt for them.
Yeah, honestly, you can.
And here it is again, Kiro.
Kiro shaking his head. What went wrong? What went wrong? I don't know. Not turning left went wrong, but
Yeah, using your tears to salt your fiery Cheetos and asking Mama, where did it all go wrong?
It's when you fell off of that track on Wildwoods
No,
on the
you fell
first
off.
3rd lap.
He just said
Whoa,
you fell off.
whoa. You said
I didn't say it. You said it.
You
No, I
said it.
didn't
What
say
am
it. You
I
said
talking
it.
about? No, I
You said it. I didn't say it.
Yeah, you did.
said it.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
did.
say it.
But it's all love here whenever we're roasting you guys. Trust me, you guys are competing better than we will ever in our entire lives.
Do not
Just
get me
all
down
love.
there. Look,
All love,
you want to
truly.
call me out, you win. And we don't even have to play.
Literally,
You have won.
literally just calling from the station. You want to race?
1v1? No,
You're
1v
good.
you. You have already won.
Here is a quarter. You win.
Don't spend it all in one place.
It's impossible. You need
When
more.
I was a kid, you could buy 5 pieces of candy for a quarter.
Wow.
No, you couldn't.
Really? Actually, no.
There was 5-cent candy.
Okay, I was about to say.
Bazooka gum was 5 cents. Oh, God. I'm so old.
Oh man, it's.
I might actually disintegrate in front of you.
No, I mean, I used to.
I'm like the lost ark at the end of Indiana Jones. If you were to open me up, everybody in here would
Just
dissipate.
Just perish. And I feel that like we see our money perishing every single week when I go to Wingstop and I'm crying because I used to be able to grab a 10-piece meal, large fry, and a drink for $9.95. Not like that anymore.
And how much is gas by the gallon now? And how much did you pay for those tickets last week? and oh, by the way, how much are those video game DLCs? Oh yeah, that's right. Remember when video games used to come out and they were complete, and you bought it, and then you played it, and you enjoyed it, and you didn't have to have it, and there was no internet.
You could unlock the characters through the game. Whoa!
And you didn't have to update anything. The game was finished when you got it.
I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. I mean, imagine that perfect world. I mean, it is really sad to think that that's a rarity in today's age, especially just with, like you're talking about, you know, it's tough. It's tough. But then we also have moments like this, you know, in Mario Kart, we get something better. We get 48 new tracks, basically an entire new game.
48 new tracks.
It's crazy. It's crazy nice. But, you know, it is true. It is sad. I always think about that, too. And especially with games going up to $70 now, I'm like, we couldn't even afford them when they were at 60. Trust me. I was like, the GameStop trade-in method saved many, many birthdays and Christmases. Right when we finished those games, my mom was packing them up, boom, boom, giving them to GameStop.
I know we've got scores, but real quick, the problem with being an adult and problem with being a kid is when you're a kid, you have all the time in the world to play video games, but none of the money to buy them. And now that you're an adult, you have all the money to buy them and none of the time to play them. Let's go to scores!
You are speaking too many. Now you're back onto the truth with Logan today. My God, you are breaking my heart. Bobby with a perfect 60 points. Bringing it all home.
Yo, we didn't talk about him enough and how perfect his perfection was.
While he's standing up, too. You know what? Added disadvantage. Ankles here in second with 44 points. Kiro in third with 42. LB in fourth with 32. Brudude in fifth with 30. Spartan SSX in sixth with 28 points. Christmas in seventh with 23. TGG in eighth with 22 points. Heavenly in ninth with 18. Vinny in 10th with 13. Chipple in 11th with 9 points overall. Remember, if you didn't do too well, stick around. There's one more. 4 more races, and you'll know if you made it into semifinals. Even like on these smaller nights, you may. Even if you did, oh, here we go, the bubble. The
bubble. We've got the bubble.
We love the
Tiny bubble.
We love the on the bubble. But we do have it. See it right now. Everyone here is in the semifinals right now. And if you're on that brink, I mean, really right now we're seeing maybe 23 points being the cutoff potentially. To 2018 could be safe as well. So don't leave just yet. You don't know if you're going to be in it or not. Still, all 24 spots have not been filled up. So guess what? You may have gotten in. You may have gotten in. Do not leave just yet. Do not leave.
Yeah, one of the best parts about being here at the HyperX Arena is making new friends.
It is.
So if you're here, don't go anywhere. Don't be square. Stay here. Make friends with Mike or Dave back here. We've got plenty of great Mario Kart professionals and community gatherers hanging out. And you know what? We're all here to celebrate 2 things. Mario Kart video games, right?
That's it. That's what we're here to do. And you know what? Like I said before, all of these competitors, they're so nice. They're so understanding. They're very, very cool. And they're all here to play. What is this? First time playing Mario Kart. Look, Mom, I'm on TV. My friends signed me up without knowing as a prank. Well, get ready to have the most carded prank of all time. You are going to have a great time.
Bro, you better get locked in right now. I'm pointing at you. I'm pointing at you. You better get locked in. I got you right back. I want to see you finish first. Yo, just because your friends played a prank, it's only a prank if you finish last. You show your friends, I'm first, baby. And if you're not first, you're
last.
Heck yeah.
Sir9 on the screen, a little bit psycho. Actually, I had the same shirt that I had last 2 weeks ago. That's pretty fire indeed. And then Sir9 looking
took
fire
it out
as well.
of your laundry
I guess so.
Yeah.
You know what? And laundry, there you go.
Hopefully they washed it, unlike you.
Sloppy Gunner here, though, looking absolutely fresh. Not sloppy at all, but will they driving be sloppy is the question of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. Look at that. We got the GoPro set up, but it's
look
on
at that.
the phone.
And on the food.
Then you see Jaguars who literally has the vest on, literally.
Yeah, if I was gonna go back in time, I want to go with Jaguares because he seems like he comes prepared like a Boy Scout.
Honestly, he is. He really, really is. And Sloppy Gunner, you know a like $3 tripod exists to put your phone on, right?
He's got the Cheez-Its. He's happy. That's all he needed.
Mortal looking fresh as well.
He's got the Kirby shirt. He's got the Cheez-Its. Hashtag send some sponsor money our way in Nabisco.
But we are going to Coconut Mall. This is going to be, of course, the COVID edition where you're going to see not many people, not many AI on the racetrack. I mean, comparative, if you go to the Coconut Mall in the Wii version and the Coconut Mall in the Switch version,
totally
the amount of life and like all of that's going on, it's like empty in this mall. It's do it. It's actually kind of funny. But right now we got Stefan Hitchy going to be here, going to be missing the item box, though. You really don't want to get items.
Might be Steven, it could be Stefan. I'm gonna.
Oh, Steven, yeah.
It might be Steven.
Stephen Curry, you know?
It could be Stephen Curry, but I don't know.
That's such a difficult name. It's kind of crazy how that can go like 50 different directions.
And we don't get him right anyway.
No, so we apologize in advance. But, right over the top of their head. This is a Final Fire but hits the green Yoshi and sled. Sloppy Gunner forgets the brake button exists. Gonna get dragged back down to the nice place.
And every once in a while, you gotta hit that brake button. Yo, brake at your own hindrance, basically. But I've always said I don't like hitting that brake button because it makes me feel like I'm counterproductive in this game. But I have seen time and time again, we're just taking a moment and showing a little bit of patience will go a long way.
It does. I mean, I get where you're coming from, especially when I was like competing a lot. I didn't like bagging at all. I was like #1 bagging hater, but then I realized that some situations just very, very good to do. And honestly, there's a lot of things that happen where, hey, braking will save you 3 seconds because if you get dragged out, it's 3 second stun timer. And if you just right there, you're saving yourself 3 seconds by not getting hit. But right now, Immortal on the screen, 3rd place, air horn. Will they be able to utilize it aggressively? No, the Blue says, you know what, I want to have that instead, and passes 2 other competitors, but guess what, Blue Shell is going to be on the word battle. Morzilla takes over first.
And Morzilla's sitting pretty in first place right now. First time we've seen them in first place. They got all 10 coins, and they hit the double item box. They're going to get a coin and a bomb for their troubles. Let's see if they can make an explosion happen as lightning strikes.
And
they're
they
still
did.
in first.
They did make an explosion happen back from that bomb. I don't even think intentionally saving themselves from that red shell, but still, it worked out in the end. But will it work out even farther? Is Immortal going to be able to take that glider across the parking lot, seeing all the Raiders fans, and finishing it off in first place?
Yeah, that was a tailgating party waiting to happen right there. Immortal showing us why their namesake is just that, Immortal. Keeps doing it every time they show up. They come to party and they bring that party and they party hard.
They do, they do. Immortal's a really great racer. I mean, it's great that he's stuck with it, right? Especially, he went through this little bit of a drought where he's feeling a little bit discouraged. Then he went to MomoCon a year ago, really placed in the grand finals, just the underdog of the entire thing.
And that's the biggest Mario Kart tournament in the world,
It
right?
is. A MomoCon in Atlanta. It's every single year. You don't want to miss it. It's like
5 Gs, right?
Yeah, literally across 3 different tournaments. I mean, even we had a 6v6 tournament. We had a 2v2. We had a battle mode. And then, of course, the free-for-all tournament where the first place player brought home over $2,000. It's absolutely remarkable.
Like
what
a
they were able to do.
Kardashian in a strip club, just making it rain.
They were, and it was. They really dominated that tournament too. Really bringing it all and bringing it all home. Truly, really great stuff.
I love this map. I do. Talking about bringing it home.
Too.
It's very fast. It's quick to the punch. There is no room for mistakes here. I enjoy it. A lot of the Haunted Mansions bring me back to those special games.
It really does. I mean, just wow. What a move by Immortal, being able to just barely get out of the way, but they get bumped out of the way. 2 the fishes and 2 reds with 1 red shell. Going to be able to take out 2 competitors with 1 red shell. Immortal now getting dragged all the way back down to 11.
And that should have been an easy shortcut for them to be able to hit, but it was not. Easier said than done, apparently.
Yeah, especially when you're battling it out like you saw there with 2 other competitors. You really should have assessed that, hey, I'm going to get bumped away. Especially now with that lighter rate meta being in the game, you've got to really say, what do I want to do? What decisions do I want to make? Morzilla going to opt to go around the blue shell and not take that shortcut. Sir9 going to be chilling here in 3rd place. Sophigato getting hit by that blue shell. And then we saw another competitor getting green by Sir9. We're going to be seeing that most likely in 1st place. Morzilla in 4th though. Throws the green forward, bounces it off the wall.
Almost get themselves caught.
That was extremely close. I don't know how they did it. A little bit psycho though on the screen. Gonna be able to.
No! Going for a dip in the cool.
Oh, but it all works out in the end though, being able to shot dodge right after. So they're gonna be going a little bit faster than everyone else. But Jaguars right now in 1st place, getting chased down by someone in the star. Who will it be? Who's going for that first? Jaguars is going to be here. Take that side route, which is the fastest route. Jaguars grabbing 1st place.
And you know what? Rocking it out with those 10 coins as Sir9 comes in 2nd place and rounding it out in the top 3.
Absolutely.
I'm not sure. But my hairline's still good back here.
There you go.
I still have hair back there. Every once in a while, we just got to make sure that there's something back there. Just saying.
Always got to do a little bit of a check. Just saying. Once a year, all right, it's still there. Thank God. Things are going better today.
Yeah, when you get to be my age, it's more like once a week, bro. Just saying.
Yeah, that is fair. That is fair. That's fair. You know what? I need haircuts like once a week.
I'm going to get a haircut tomorrow.
There you go. You know what?
I'm going to get them all
After
cut.
how long?
As the dads say.
I'm just going to cut it all off, you know? Going bald, Logan?
Not today. Not today. Look, I have more hair on my head than my uncle was bald at 17. Wow. Just imagine going to get your senior high school yearbook photo and just looking out and realizing that everyone else has hair, but you do not.
That's brutal. I mean, you know what? Some people rock the bald, though.
He became a millionaire to show everybody off.
There you go.
And he grew a beautiful mustache.
There you
that's
go.
where I get it from.
That's how you do it in the Summit family. My God. Check Jaguars, though, trying to make their redemption happen for themselves after, you know what, winning SNS, losing it, and trying to just keep that momentum going and trying to bring it all back.
It is about momentum. We've talked about it before. Getting that momentum, keeping that momentum, and being able to realize when you're on fire and how to calm your nerves, play under the lights, and make it all come together.
It is. It's stressful, too, because there's a lot of decisions like we see time and time again, week after week, where players are making choices that really don't make any sense, but it's just you don't really realize when you're watching it how much stress these players are under. They are literally panicking after every single lap. There's less time to come back. Am I doing this right? Am I making the right play? You know what? There's so much that you can do to try and bring it all home and make it a little bit easier on yourself. Right now, a little bit Psycho on the screen, gonna be able to have that golden mushroom, gonna be able to grab that item box as well. I would start popping the golden mushroom right around here, go around into that shortcut as well. But just holding on to the golden mushroom right now, getting passed up by those 2 bullet bills. But also this area is really good. With a lot of turns and using that golden mushroom helps a lot. Because when you drift, you're going slower. So you want to be using these mushrooms on those turns.
You give yourself that little boost around the turn. I think Fast and the Furious, if somebody said family, well, no, it's using those golden mushrooms correctly.
Absolutely.
That's going to make you go around those turns quicker.
And you're going to be able to avoid a lot of chaos as well, especially with Vin Diesel throwing up into space in a car. You're going to be able to avoid that with that golden mushroom as well. But Sir Nine's able to avoid everything else. But will they be able to avoid the blue shell? It's on the way. No, it's going to land. Shock is going to save him. And he's going to be able to bring it home on this 3rd race.
The item darned them, and then the item saved them. You know what? You're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't.
The game giveth and the game taketh
away.
But
it
this
always
time,
does.
It's crazy because if he did get hit by that blue shell, he would have spun off on the ramp and then landed in the waterfall and had to have Lakitu save them. And then potentially, guess what? 3 to 6 seconds later, would have lost first place, but still was able to get themselves saved by that shot.
Yeah, because remember, it's 3 seconds plus 3 seconds equals 6 seconds is what could have went down, but it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't.
In a different timeline, we would have been seeing Sir Nine shaking his head, but no, this one he was laughing and having a great time.
Don't you bring up other timelines. Look, the multiverse and timelines are lazy writing. Yeah, I said it. What?
Yeah, we're coming in at a little bit of a low spot, aren't we? But we are going to the one, the only. And this is one of Bobby's actually favorite tracks.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Bobby's not here in this qualifier, but it's very simple. It's very straightforward. I don't know. It's a decent track. It's from the DS. It's you know, it's all right. We'll set it at that.
Wow, that's a glowing, I mean, it's all right.
It's all right, you know, it's nothing special.
That's a glowing review, thanks for that.
No problem.
That's a 1 out of 5, bro.
Oh, this is also the track, this is the only track with this lime green grass. For no reason, it has no textures.
It doesn't have any texture.
No, nothing. It's lime, the only track in the game that has this type of grass for some reason, don't know why.
It looks like Excite Bike actually looks on regular Nintendo.
Yeah, you don't have the memory for the textures. You don't.
Right.
I don't understand. Then you see the little plants just coming out, flipping through the grass. It was a whole actual controversy, and people still talk about
Do you
it.
think
to this
somebody
day.
lost their job in the middle of making this?
They had to. They were like, all right, this track's done. Just ship it. It's done. And it's really weird. I don't know. Like, just add, even if they add, there's people online who added textures to this track, but like, that's all you had to do. The regular base textures, you just had to copy it over. People did it, and it looks so much better. But I'm done with my grassland.
Okay, I'm going to take your soapbox away from you.
Thank you.
As Morzilla is in 4th place, throwing that red shell, hoping for the best, but able to use that start to use that shortcut, that end shortcut. And it's a good shortcut if you can use it.
And now it's Stephen Hitchie going to be able to use that fire flower, spamming it out. Remember, you don't have to spam it out. It can be a great defensive tool and offensive if you just use it. You know what? Throw 3 forward, throw 3 back. Try and use that item to its maximum potential. And that's what we're seeing Immortal do, being able to grab that first place finish with a little bit of a lead. Jaguars finishes up in 2nd place. And that's going to be Morzilla shock dodging themselves into 3rd.
I want to go back to the fireball incident there because we always see everybody spam fireballs. No one ever uses fireballs with thought process. As soon as they get the fireball, they're like, ah, let me get that.
And then they miss.
But if you threw 3 backwards, you know what? Just thinking about that. Throw 3 forward, throw 3 backwards. See what happens. See where the fireballs take you.
Yeah, absolutely, and they're going to take you up into this top 3 finish.
And here we go, fireballs hitting nothing.
There you go, and then Sloppy Gunner getting dragged out here, not being able to press that brake button to space themselves out. Boing, boing, right beside Morzilla, their own green, and then a little bit Psycho, unfortunately, going down. But guess what? The game taketh and the game giveth sometimes, as we see with 2 of those clips, Sir9 and Little Bit Psycho being able to save themselves with a little bit of RNG action. But man, that was a brutal battle in that qualifier. Now we're getting back momentarily into semifinals already.
Now, we talk about this all the time, that 30% luck. We just saw that. Little Bit Psycho.
30% is a good number.
Yo, I feel like that got flipped. They got 70%.
There we go. You know what? You're not even wrong, truly. Sometimes the game is just working in your favor, but we do have the scores. Let's see if it did for a lot of these competitors. Jaguars in first place with 47 points. Immortal in second with 40. Sir9 in third with 39. Morzilla in fourth with 35 points. And then we got Sloppy Gunner there in fifth with 34 points. Stephen Hitchie there in sixth with 32 points. Irony Zap in seventh with 29. Whiskey One is going to be there in 19 points. In 8th, Little Bit Psycho in 9th with 14, and Hermes there in 10th with 7 points. And I do believe Hermes might be the person that signed up as a prank, but they didn't get last all the races, so good job to you.
Yeah, yo, props to you. You know, it's only a prank if you let them see you sweat.
There you
right?
go.
Don't let them
say, oh yeah, no, oh, Mario Kart, I eat it for breakfast. I do not worry about it at all. And then you're panicking.
You eat Mario Kart for breakfast? There's a Happy Gilmore joke for you kids. Just trying to keep you, entertained.
Entertained, But we do have our top 24 competitors.
Oh, here we go.
If you see your name, you made it in. 19 points was the cutoff for this tournament. And man, that is
one of the
brutal.
lower cutoffs that we've seen in a while.
It was.
This is the tournament for everyone to get involved. Look, we were off last week. There's a lot of events going on this week. If you want to come here to get down and get into the mix, now is your time to do it. We're going back to school. Batter Cookie's gone. Emery's not here right now. We've got Bobby Digital. I do believe Bobby Digital is number 3. He number 3. Bobby Digital number 4. And look at that. We've got in the top 9, it's all ranked players. Everyone in the top 9 is a ranked player. So you know what? Come on down here, get under the lights, and Papa Bear, show them what you're working with, and take over some of those ranked players and get your name in the lights with a ranking next to it.
Absolutely, and being able to just flex it, this is where some of the best competitors in Las Vegas compete. And being able to say how you're ranking up and seeing that progress every single week is always great. And it really is a great ranking system as well. It does correlate a lot of the time, like you're seeing there, with how these players place and how well they're doing in their respective qualifiers, semifinals, and grand finals. It's very great to see.
And we can tell that these numbers aren't, it's not just Oliver like throwing darts at a board back there. He's doing the math.
Said Bobby, last.
He's got the TI-85 out. He's putting it in there. But here's the thing is, we can tell that those players that are in the top 10 are the top 10 players because they come here and show up and show out each and every single week under the lights and show us why they are one of the best Mario Kart players in the entire world, at least in the top 10.
Absolutely, and we're going to be seeing those competitors duking it out one more time for these semifinals. Right after this quick commercial break, we'll be back with Saturday Night Speedway. Right after this, don't leave, it's getting spicy.
It's your man Oski Champ, the host of Username Taken, a show where we invite a range of creators and gamers to talk about their journeys. From guests like professional gamer MVD and Las Vegas singer Quinn Ayers, to the faces of the WNBA, Sid and TP, you'll get to hear about their influences, their process, and the passion they have for their craft. Make sure to check out the full episodes at HyperX Arena on YouTube and Username Taken on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. You won't want to miss it.
story, but they never tell my side. Never been the kind of guy to stay inside the guidelines. I know I'm the bad guy, I don't gotta ask why. If you try step to me, it'll be the last time. I got dirt on my name, 6 feet in the ground. I got people in my past try bringing me down. Say I'm losing my mind, I don't wanna be found. Grew up in the shadow, but I know they watching me now.
Hello and welcome back to the one, the only, the best Mario Kart tournament in the States. Well, I'm riding my Pidgey. This is Logan Summit, and we are getting ready for another high-action, high-octane, fast-paced semifinals. And my God, a semifinals it is. And you can already see these competitors on the stage behind me, and it's going to be an absolute bloodbath of Mario Kart action.
A bloodbath?
Yes.
Look, it'll be a fake bloodbath,
yes,
if anything. But one of the big things about the semifinals is if you finish first place, guess what you get to do? You get to ban a map in the finals, baby!
You know what? That's actually huge. If you don't like a track and you actually despise it, Baby Park, you can actually ban it. You know, if you get first, you're able to have that little bit of advantage. Or if you know someone else who, you know what, consistently makes grand finals, you can say, you know what, I don't want them getting this track, Donkey Kong Summit. And there's just some things that you got to realize that there's a lot in your hands that you can do to help you win this tournament a little bit easier.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Just take, for instance, we had Emery up here, and she's #1 on the board, #1 in your hearts as well, and in your playbooks. And we've seen them ban that lovely, lovely map that she has one of the best scores in the entire world on. And it always makes me want to have a donut every time we're on that map.
Yeah, you know what? That is fair, and it's one of her favorite tracks, and yet she's not here tonight, so you don't have to worry about going to that specific track, so it's very, very...
But it's that type of mindset that you have to have. Pick a track that somebody loves and rip it away from them.
right out of their heart and their love and everything else, just smashing. You know, it's what you got to do. It's what you got to do, especially when you're playing Mario Kart. We are going to another random favorite track, Electrodrome. But guess what? This is not random, actually. Semifinals is map pick, so everyone's able to pick their own track. Some people prefer random, and I wouldn't be shocked if someone picked random who got this track.
You know what? There's nothing random about the randomness of the random tracks, okay?
You can play the game for a little bit and just be like, dang, it's got like a 20%, you know what, on this track, 20% there. That's what you got to do.
I swear there's 26 tracks that this band can play. That's all they know. There might be 96 of them, but there's only 26 that they have memorized.
And I don't know why they haven't fixed it. I thought they would with the DLC tracks and patch notes, but they never did. But right now, Mozilla's trying to fix it all up and put themselves into grand finals with this race going on right now. We got Mozilla in 5th place, got one single mushroom, gonna be able to take that shot beautifully. Cannot avoid the star. If they check that back camera, they could have just glided away from them. But guess what? That's what happens when you don't check behind you.
They're not listening to you again. I thought we had covered this because for the last couple of weeks, a lot of people using that back camera and using it to success. But when you don't use the back camera, you have no idea what's happening. And there you go. You get one to the nose, baby. Green shell to the face.
That is absolutely one of the most important things that can happen in Mario Kart. Whatever. Hey, triple green's right behind you, but guess what? Triple green's right in front of you as well. It's just one of those things where you got to be able to keep track of it, to keep, and you saw it, like Hater Foster knew the reason why he got hit is because he didn't check his back camera, then he got hit again, knowing what's in front of you, like you say. It's a battle. It's a battle, and you got to be able to find that beautiful middle ground to make it work.
Raw Dude is in 3rd place using that banana as a defensive posture as we're checking on Jackie Juarez in 6th place with they're holding on to that shroom for dear life and they're gonna hit it and quit it, baby. You got this. Now they've got the triple shrooms. Gotta use those, not all at the same time though. Don't spam them out. You can use a little bit of time in between each.
Exactly, and then you can even use them throughout the item boxes so that you have them for these shortcuts at the end. But we're going to be seeing Bobby grabbing that 1st place finish, going over to 2nd. We got Immortal, and then rounded us out in our top 3. LB grabbing a 3rd place finish there.
Now I say I'm not good at math, but a little birdie told me, is that his first place finish today? No?
It is. No, it'd be his 5th first place finish.
He hasn't.
That little birdie needs to be fired.
Well, I mean, the little birdie's my mind, and my mind's not really good. Okay, I just want you to know, no one has come in, knocked him out of 1st place yet. He has been dominating 1st place right now. So if there is anybody on that race course that you need to be watching out for, Bobby Digital in the house. Somebody take him out. He's wearing the Bullet Bill T-shirt. If you don't know who he is, get it done. Because
oh God!
Maybe put a banana.
Say his character, and he's like, he's wearing the Bullet Bill shirt. Take him out back.
Put it in a banana peel down on the way to his bathroom run, and you're all set.
You know what? Sometimes you got to do some tomfoolery, get yourself some money. Am I right? But we're going to the only 2nd racetrack that I didn't actually get to see yet. But we are going to another track. It's going to be a track pick. There is one person picking random, so I can assume that was Electrodrome. There's no way. There's no way it wasn't. But a lot of these competitors do not like the base 48, but I'm always opting for that. But we have another base 48 track here.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? Yoshi Circuit is the map is in the shape of a Yoshi, by the way, which is one of the coolest things.
If you look at it from above, it's like somebody in New York mapped out their running lines and then put it up on IG to show you, oh, I made a dinosaur.
I mean, it's really cool. I think I think more tracks would be like if you went to like Mario Circuits in the shape of Mario. I think that would be actually kind of cool to have that kind of theme still going on. And we're seeing Angles right now in 2nd place, going to be able to run out to take over 1st.
And using that banana as a defensive mechanism, and it works out quite well for Angles. Riding that coin into Lover's Lane over there as we're checking out Broad in 3rd place, holding on to that mushroom for dear life. Now's the time to pop it, drop it, and lock it.
And Brother's playing with fire right now,
Yeah,
not having any defense there, but is able to take himself, goes through the waterfall, beautiful move there, has a little bit of defense now, but they could have gotten it out very easily on that competitor that were right behind him, and then rolls into another double out of box, great move there. Now they're gonna have a little bit more defense. Smart has to get around that banana somehow, some way, and they do, but guess what? There's a piranha plant in the middle of the track. And we're seeing Bobby.
Phil, he's wearing the t-shirt, and he gets jacked out of it.
That is crazy that he almost got hit out of the bullet bill into the blue shell, but now Ankles is the target for that one, and that shot is going to hurt him a lot, but along with that bullet bill, Ankles here in first place, going to have a point in hand, Brother in third, going to have those rotating bananas, and that's going to be a little bit more defense for the time being. In fifth, uses one of them for defense, tosses both of them back. I would have held on to it a little bit longer.
Another second just in case, because you just don't know what's going to happen on any given Saturday. Anything can happen.
Exactly, and we're seeing Mozilla somehow save themselves from the first triple greens, but there's another triple greens right in front of them. Will he be able to do it? Bobby was able to do it with a little bit of bagging and a little bit of spice. We got Turn 9 in second and Immortal in third.
Yo, look at Bobby getting it done. I was trying to point at him, but I pointed at everybody else. Everybody's like, why are you pointing at me, dude? Your mother taught you better than that, and you're damn
so
straight
funny.
she did.
You're just like, Bobby over there.
Bobby
Wait, hold
over
on.
there.
But no, really great work. Once again, Bobby grabbing first place, opting to bag on
Can't
him.
stop him.
Can't stop him. That's 6 first places in a row. And
Can't stop, won't stop.
this is like one of the most, Bobby's had a little bit of a cold streak throughout these weeks, right?
Yo, these last couple weeks, I know we're all friends here, and we tend to give each other a hard time, but it was starting to play on me a little bit because normally Bobby would show us up.
Yeah.
Because the best way to make a caster stop talking about you is to do better.
Exactly. Don't make us have content to talk about, and guess what? We won't talk about it. You know, that's how it
If
works.
there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about.
Oh.
See what I did there?
Oh, you did it. You did it, but you didn't do it, but you did it. You did it. You did, but you didn't. Oh, the brutality.
It's good to be back.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, a week off, we got to get it out of the way. I'm not
gonna touch that one, okay? You can take that on yourself. We're in race number 3, semifinal number 1.
Run, dude, gonna start us out on the 7 laps of chaos.
This map, it's all right turns.
You know what? You're taking the right turn, and you're taking another right turn, and that's the right way to go because you're going on the right turn.
We shouldn't be forced to cast this map ever again. We should just let everybody else do it.
Honestly, everyone else.
We should take a guest caster from chat and let them cast this map. It's all right turns, and it's nothing.
You don't need 100 word count to be able to commentate this in chat. I'm just saying.
There's also no skill involved in this map. It's just hope for the best.
It is. That is actually what this should actually be called. Hope for the best.
Right?
And then baby parts when you get last.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. And right now we're seeing Immortal in second place. Sees the red shell coming. Doesn't have defense for it though. Doesn't get through the item box either. Sees the star gonna go wide. Beautiful move there. Aeropostale got the piranha plant. Will that be enough? Going into 6th and second to last lap. Blue shot going to be targeting third 9 in first. Gonna get hit at the line, which is gonna cause them to go down to third. Has another item on the way. Avoids the banana, but doesn't avoid it good enough. They're gonna get dragged out, drop all the way to 9th, and you're just hoping for a better ending, which TGG has gotten. Brudude in second and Bobby in third.
Now
Bobby is taken down finally.
Finally, Bobby not in first place. TGG. That was huge for them. That's gonna move them right up. That could possibly put them into the finals. That could rocket them into the finals, and we're not playing that game right now.
It could, genuinely. If you get a few more top 6s, especially with a first place finish like this, you gotta ride this momentum and hope for top 6 finishes from here on out. Because 15 points is a lot in semifinals. Because most cutoffs for semifinals, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44.
It's right
it's
there.
up there. So 15 points, you're almost halfway there.
You're literally almost halfway there. 15 points will make a difference in your day. And remember, every single competitor that gets to the finals gets a little bit of that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
And you know what? The dough is going out of your pocket because we are going to Los Angeles Labs. LA Labs.
LA, baby.
You know
Let's
what?
get involved. You know what? You probably wore LA Gear sneakers back in the day, didn't you?
LA Gear sneakers, no. I always had an LA Gear necklace. Not Gear, but LA necklace. Los
Doesn't
Angeles
even
Lakers.
know what LA Gear is.
No, I don't know. No, I don't.
If you're old enough to get that joke, you're welcome.
Oh, you know what? You're here for all the parents. You know, that's
Hey,
true.
like I always say, I'm your mom's favorite caster.
You know what? Yeah, someone has to do it, because I won't be making those references for another, gotta check the calendar.
Yeah, you know what? Make sure when you give my eulogy, you make a bunch of outdated references. Okay?
That's the way to do it. Yeah, that's, you know what? I will take it up.
Can't
on
argue with
myself.
that. We don't get to see this map very often, by the way.
No, we saw it a lot, like previously, like it was a very popular track, especially in grand finals, but we haven't seen it that often, really, you know, in these past few weeks. But right now, I think it's a very fun track. It's not too complex.
It's very basic.
It is, but it's really cool too. You know, you got the ballpark right here in the middle of the track.
I love that ballpark. Going through that is, and the ballpark and the soccer field is two of my favorite part of the race.
It is, and I think it's really cool. It gets a throwback to Mario Baseball that
Yes.
will probably ruin once it comes out on the next Switch. But you know what?
No.
It's just one of those things. You know, Mario Soccer was not very good, but we got Immortal.
Don't say anything. Don't mention that game.
No, do not. I already traded it in a year ago. But Angel's going to be able to back that green shell. Going to land it, actually, and going in these last few turns. Like I said, it's very simple. It's very straightforward. And really on this third lap, you have this next oil field right here, which is a little bit more difficult to get around. You saw him slowing down, trying to not to get squished. But there's also a lot of items to be had as well.
Absolutely. Looking at himself in first place right now, holding that coin up like a trophy of success, and not having a trophy of success right now. Area Apostle in sixth place, holding on to those shrooms, gets through all of it. And let's see how it works out on the other side as Immortal is trying the same thing. There's a lot of people in the back of the pack right now.
They're really, like, literally, you see Angles, no one. You see that mini-map, everyone else. As Angles is going to try and cause a little bit of a traffic jam. LA traffic jam, backing it, won't land it though. Angles grabbing first place on this fourth race.
Ankles making it look easy right there. Bobby Digital coming in second place, Immortal in third. Bobby doesn't have to keep getting first place though. That's the thing, is like, I know we're saying like you got to take Bobby on to first, but you really only have to take Bobby on to first in the grand finals.
Yeah.
Right now, you're all jockeying for position and just trying to get into the grand finals and to get into that money round. But here's the deal.
Deal or no deal?
I'll take case number 41.
Oh!
Oh, no, 42.
42.
I'll take case number 42. Thank you.
Are there 42 cases?
I don't know, but there are now.
Oh!
And we've got our semifinals number 2 racers on deck. We've got Yezi, we've got Jackie Juarez, Kiro, Taco Cat, Papa Bear, Sloppy Gunner, Stephen Hitchy, or Stefan, if you want to get
Stefan, yeah.
fancy.
Stefan.
Irony Zap, Mr. Scooty, and Zap, if that's a reference to American Gladiators, more power to you. Christopherson, Chibi Chan, and Whiskey One. If you hear your name, get to the back of the room at the HyperX Arena. Make friends with Mike and David back there and say hi to everybody. You know, shake a hand, kiss a baby, just don't do the opposite.
You know what? That is fair. You know, there you go. Make some new friends. It's the HyperX Arena. You're all here for one reason and one reason only, and that's video games, Mario Kart, and otherwise. This community is great. They're so supportive. They're so great. And it's really a community where you can make new friends, get involved with the community. Because the competitive scene in Mario Kart, it's only going to grow. And once the new game comes out with the new console, it's only going to grow that much bigger. Hopefully, it's not going to be a stinker, but I could not imagine that they're going to drop the ball in the Mario Kart title.
And this community is amazing. I mean, just think about it. Before this, you hated me, and now you just like me a little bit.
A little bit. You know what? You got like 2% there. You got to work a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like milk right now.
That's good. I like that one. Mozilla, though, trying to not put an expiration date on his semifinal race. Mozilla throwing those green shells forward, throwing the boomerang forward. 2-for-1 deal on this Falcon. The green shells are coming. They're slamming, and they are causing a traffic jam on Mario Circuit.
They literally just made it look like an LA freeway. They backed everybody up over there. It was just a traffic jam, and no one was jamming out.
Yeah, that was like 6 different competitors who got hit by items all in the same spot, which is kind of crazy. And they were also able to use that golden mushroom to get into this final lap. Smart gonna get kind of a ton of that off-road, causing them to go all the way sliding down the center, and then once again getting out of the up road. And that's going to be a bomb that hits 4 different competitors along with the person who was holding the bomb, and that same person got fired out. That is an absolute brutal situation to be in.
Boom goes the dynamite. I mean, come on. As we're looking at Morzilla in 4th place, looking to make their way in the world today, it's going to take everything they got, just spamming those fireballs, not finding a home. Maybe they'll get one to find. Nah, Mortal coming in 3rd place. Ariel Apostle coming in 1st, and Bobby Digital in 2nd place. Ariel getting up there, making some things happen. You'll love to see that because, like you've said, they've beaten around the bush. They've been in 2nd place, 3rd place, 4th place, but not that 1st place finish. And you know what? We love to see an underdog come in from the rear and take it to victory.
Absolutely. I truly do think Ariel Possible deserves an SNS victory, but he's come so close. And he's really had these kind of awkward weeks going on. He practices every week on stream, and I really do think that it's only a matter of time before he finally gets some of these runs going that will bring him into that 1st place victory. But only time will tell what will happen, as we do have TikTok clock on the map, and no, we're not going there. We're going to Calamari Desert. Get me a side of marinara sauce because I want to dig in.
You know what? Do you like your crispy fried or like steamed? Have you ever had it steamed?
I've had it steamed like once, and it was as long as I have the marinara sauce carries it, right? You know, if you have
You don't really like it. You like the sauce.
Yeah.
All right, settle down,
you
saucy
know,
boy.
I could have it without it, but it's got to be like fresh calamari. That's where you get the flavor. But then the marinara sauce most definitely carries it.
Yeah, give me a little bit of lemon and I'm good, bro.
If you actually, not even joking, yeah, with the lemon, goes fire. Absolutely amazing. But LB trying to cook up something else here on the racetrack in 8th place. Honestly, you know what? We've seen him up in those top spots, but will he be able to do it again is the question of the day.
No, hits that banana.
And remember, they did change bagging, so if you do go back into the item box like that, you are most likely going to get a worse item, but thankfully, they're able to grab that star Spartan now on the screen here in 6th place. Got to avoid what is going on with these green shells. Literally every single race, everyone got 13,000 of them.
The green shells have been the bane of a lot of players' existence today. They're not using them particularly well, and everyone is getting a lot of them. We haven't seen them be very effective, but yet they're all over the map. They're kind of like the bananas we're about to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you there. And you know what? Bomb after bomb after bomb, that's really been the game-changing decision on where these are going to get placed. And boom,
That was a bomb, bro.
and you can see Angles nodding his head and smiling. Yeah, I did that.
I just dropped that baby. I dropped it like it was hot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Like, we're going to be seeing Bobby dropping these mushrooms one at a time. But guess what? Gets dropped himself with that air horn, battling it out. Top 3 run currently going on. Got the mushrooms for the shortcut coming up. Will it be enough, though? Immortal has the green, throws it off the side. It lands on the Bobby!
Oh my gosh!
And Immortal gets hit by what? I don't know.
Oh my gosh! We talked about it earlier. They hadn't been using the green shells to their fullest extent, and boom, shalak lock, boom. All right, now the green comes in and saves the day.
The Bobby got second after getting sniped by Immortal. Immortal takes themselves out or something else. He screamed. I need to watch that video because
Play it back.
Yeah, honestly, they got it on that Switch. Please, Immortal, play it back. I want to see what happened because I honestly have not a clue. But we got the highlights to try and figure it out as we have Electrodrome on that first race. Guess what? We got Aerial Postal on the screen. They were just like, hey, 1 green, 2 green, 3 green.
3 greens a charm.
And Sir Nine's going to get blued at the line going into the last lap, which is just brutal. And then guess what? That banana lag trail is not what you want to see on that final lap. And then Aeropostale avoids every single green under the sun, under the beautiful California weather. Boom, green off into Bobby. And then what? And then, oh, they got, I think it looks like a red. Oh yeah, you did
There
have
was a red and 2 bananas in the back there. Yo, Ankles was apocalyptic moment right there. He's like, I'm gonna throw everything. Do we have a kitchen sink? Let me throw that. I got it.
Honestly, that should be the next Mario Kart item. But
Yo, if there's not a kitchen sink, I'm gonna be really upset.
that would
I'm
be,
not gonna
it
lie.
just bounces across the track. That unironically, that would be
How awesome
hilarious.
would that be?
But honestly, what an ending though to see. All right, Immortal had the big brain play, but it was actually kind of small brain, not realizing that Bobby had a red shell right behind him. So he used his only defense and used it to take out Bobby, and then Bobby said, hey, Uno reverse, throws the red shell forward, stops Immortal in his tracks, and is able to take over second place. Granted, it really isn't like a do or die situation for those two competitors, but it is still really interesting to see how one mistake can cost you a lot.
You're wondering why I'm laughing right now? Because you remind me of the type of dude who carries an Uno deck around with him. Do you have an
Honestly,
Uno deck in that?
No, I don't, unfortunately. I do have Uno on the Steam Deck, though. Hey.
See, that counts. That counts. He's got the
Hey.
Steam Deck downstairs. He's got Uno on it. I'm gonna reverse to flip it up and around. I came to get down, so I'm gonna hit reversal, and you can get out your seat and just take a little walk. I'm gonna win, is what I'm saying. You bring on the Uno after this. I am competitive.
I know Uno is just one of those. I feel like it transcends even farther than
It does.
Mario Kart, in
It
my
does.
opinion. When it comes down to competitive nature and like house rules, man, they are all over the world. That just different at everywhere.
Right?
Place you
Every
go.
time you play Uno, somebody's trying to tell you, you gotta go fish or something. I'm like, different game, different game.
Yeah, no, when I put down a 7 yellow, you're supposed to go to the Luxor and put down $700 onto the casino. Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Different game, bro. Different game.
What we do have the next semifinalist. You're seeing them on the screen right here, and it's going to be another crazy battle because there's a lot of competitive and talented racers that are in this next semifinals, and it's going to be really fun to see.
Absolutely. You know what? We've got the first 4 players there. They are actually in the top, 49?
Yeah.
Or 40 players that come here each and every single week. And Papa Bear used to be on that list, right?
He was. He's won his fair share of SNS titles, and we're actually going to see what happened with semifinals number 1. Who's going forward into grands? We got Bobby, an 18-point victory in first place. Ankles in second with 58 points. Immortal in third with 57. Right behind him, man. Aeropostale in fourth with 52 points. TGG in fifth with 40 points. Brudude in sixth with 38. And then Sir9 just barely getting cut off. I think I jinxed him. I said, come on, just make it into grands because we were talking about it. And guess what? I am sorry, Sir9. And Morzilla going to be right behind him with 34 points. LB, another really good racer, there with 32 points, just 6 away of making it in. GXC in 10th with 27. Spartan SSX in 11th with 26. And then Elevid in 12th with 17 points. What a battle that semifinals was.
A battle to the finish. And I know he said he was sorry, Sir9, but I'm not feeling sorry from him up here.
Why not?
I'm just joking. Obviously, we want to see every single competitor make it on and move on and see their dreams come to fruition right here under the lights at the HyperX Arena. But not every single person can do that every single week. So you got to keep showing up. A little bit of stick-to-itiveness goes a long way.
It does, especially with this game where you realize that not as much stuff is out of your control, right? You're seeing it with the top players, you're seeing it with Bobby.
Yeah.
They have to deal with a lot, right? You know what, getting hit by reds, getting hit by greens, but it's what you do after the fact.
Yes.
What you're able to do with the items that the game gives you to come back and race even better. Where are the shortcuts? When should I use my shrooms most effectively? What is the way to have the fastest lap time possible so that you can run away with it in first place? There is just so much to this game that you don't realize, and there's so much more in control than you actually you can even think of. At least in my opinion, like we talked about 70-30, 70% skill, 30% luck in my eyes.
Now, here's the thing: is like, as a competitor, if you're in first place and you're getting towards the end of that third lap, you need to think, I am going to get that 30% bad luck is about to happen to me.
Yeah.
Like, nothing good is going to come from me running first as we get to the end. So you need to be prepared for the worst thing to happen, but then be prepared to the other side and how you pull those Mario boots up by the straps and get back in there. You can't let the game defeat you. You have to be bigger and better than the game.
Absolutely. I truly couldn't have said it better, because it really does matter that you don't get tilted, that you don't just give up because you got hit by a green shell. There is 3 laps for a reason, so that you can come back and win the race. And we've seen it time and time again with competitors who are in last, who are literally 12th place on the final lap, and they're still able to bring it back into top 6 or even top 3 where you're aiming for right now. But currently we're seeing Taco Cat, Papa Bear, the one, the only, the swole man of the Century, Barry UNLV there. I mean, honestly, his Mario Kart clips have gone millions and millions of views. He has been featured on ESPN. He's done it all already. His Mario Kart history is filled, and now he's trying to extend it with another SNS victory. And going down the line, the competitors are looking locked in.
Yeah, did you see that look right there?
I did, I saw it.
Yeah,
Staring
you
down
gave us
the
that
camera.
look. We felt that look staring us down. Visions of Atlantis. Is that a video game? Nod your head, yes or no.
He did not hear us.
Because I don't know what it is. Do you know what it is?
I have no clue. I'm actually gonna look
Google it. Look at we got Oliver right there. Oliver's smiling. Say hi. He's like, nah, good. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Oh, it's a band. You know what? That could have been.
Oh, it didn't look like a band shirt to me though.
Yeah, there we go.
Visions of Atlantis.
I guess that's what I'm gonna be listening to on the car ride home.
Prisms of Atlantis.
Pirates 2.
Pirates 2?
Armada.
Is that a video game or a band? It sounds like a video
It
game.
does sound like a video game. Yeah, it's power metal, actually. It's a metal band.
Oh,
my
metal!
God.
Yeah! Let's go!
Let's go!
All right, it sounds like a video game. I mean,
It
everything
does.
that you just explained.
Pirates 2.
Armada?
what kind of album name is that?
Well,
What's going on?
what we don't know is that they actually do power metal for video games, probably.
That
you
would
know
be
what?
kinda crazy.
They could be a band that just strictly does video game music. Is that a thing? That should be a thing. You know what? Go out to your car. I mean, go out to your garage. Take that Casio that you asked for Christmas a few years back and you just never used. And you know what? Learn how to make some video game music. You're gonna make $1 million.
You know what? So true. I mean, not with how video games are looking right now, but you know what? Don't want to be a part of that industry right now. But you know what? That's just what we're going through in the world of the world. But still, you know what? You're not wrong. There's still so much opportunity, so many things that you can get into when it comes to even esports gaming and otherwise. Always have your eyes open, have your brain open.
Yes.
Whatever comes your way. But we are going to RWS, the front-running track of the century. Such a competitive, such a popular competitive track pick in my eyes and in everyone else's. It's very much, hey, you got to know how to be the fastest on this track, or you're gonna get left in the dirt.
And no one likes to be left behind.
No, you don't.
Especially not in Mario Kart. And here we go. I love this track, though. It is fun.
It's got a great soundtrack, too.
It does have a good soundtrack, but you are absolutely right. If you get a little bit behind, you're way behind.
Especially with these races, you know exactly how to save point 2, point 1 here and there, and being able to like do a lot of these strategies that are working out for him. But really, like, Hero needs to be looking for another controller, doing another miss input. It was a miss input into the wall, which was just really unfortunate. And now we got Brazil on the screen in 5th place.
5th place, showing off with those jumps. Remember, doing a little trick makes you go just a little bit faster. Get 10 points, do a trick, and you are moving, grooving, and doing it.
And that's just as easy as it can be. Sometimes like that, when you go out the water section, just working into it, might be a little bit faster, but it's something that you have to practice and learn online.
Yes.
See what other competitors do, because there's a race where there's ways for you to be the fastest. You gotta learn those ways on these tracks that don't necessarily have any shortcuts that are gonna help you come back very easily.
Nah, there's no shortcuts here. This part right here is the most dangerous part of the entire race.
It really is. You can fall off very easily and you can get hit and fall off very easily as well. The lineups for greens are absolutely the most deadly on than any other track in my opinion. Because Lottie Gunn are going to be able to use those buttons. That's like the only really like shortcut on it. And as you can see, it gave them 0.3 seconds. It doesn't really do much.
It wasn't palpable. It didn't make a difference.
It really didn't, but the blue shell is. And Jesse going back that green, trying to make some space, but gonna get hit. And now going to have to slow down a lot, going to get into that second boost panel, was gonna keep him in first. But guess what? I think Jackie Warren's right behind him, trying to get.
Oh, look at that! He bullied him out of the way.
What a bump there, and almost sent him off the track, and that is Jaguars here in first place. Gotta have a mushroom through the dirt and through the boost panel. I am the chosen one, Jaguars. Gonna grab that first place finish. Yezi in second, and Mr. Scooty in third.
Well, there can only be one, and they got it done right there.
They did.
And the competition is firing up, and every time we come back here, there's food behind us. I'm starting to get hungry.
The food here is phenomenal. I mean, literally,
Yeah,
I was
if you're
just down.
here-
I was literally just down at the bar, and one of
Yeah.
the competitors who was playing today, he was just raving about how good the wings were. It
Yeah.
was so funny. I'm like, you are not wrong. It is such good food here.
The other day, I watched the ribs come out, and I was like, I want ribs. And they were delicious, and they were great. And I was like, heck yeah. I just found a new rib joint, and it's called the HyperX Arena.
Who would have guessed?
Who would
Not
have
me.
thought? Who
Not
would
me.
have thunk it? I wouldn't have thunk it.
Not me either.
Not at all.
They also have some of my favorite chicken wing sauce here. The spicy is so good. The hot chicken wing sauce here
Have
is
you
so
asked
good.
for the recipe back there? Can
I
you
wish.
share it with me?
I
Write it
wish.
down?
You know, I really should, because you know what? I need to have it in my life, because literally I'll get it with the fries and I will just devour it. I will ask for 3 of them.
Yeah, let's
it's
get some.
so good.
Let's get some French fries and dip. Oh, you know what? They say spices. Spice is life or whatever. Or,
Spice is life.
yeah, they have. I think that's a Dune quote.
Is it? Oh, it is. Wow. Oh, spices are life. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. I just saw that movie. Not really, but it was a long time ago. Not long, but by God, where is time going? Everything that happens a month, like 6 months
I ask myself
so long
that
ago.
every morning in the mirror, my friend. Every morning in the mirror.
Oh no, it's happening. It's happening to me now. Oh no. But we are going to Maple Tree.
I love this music, by the way.
It is, I mean, honestly, the soundtrack for this game is crazy, because there's a more you know about Mario Kart on YouTube. One of the fun facts I always like to bring up is that they would literally spend hours perfecting all of these songs, because they're actually recorded live.
Yes.
And they would spend literal hours of doing just one song, because they speed it up themselves and they want to make it as perfect as possible. It's so cool to see the love that they want to put in this game, because they know how much the soundtrack makes a difference on this game in particular.
They should start writing books about the development of games and everything that they went through. We hear all the horror stories, but what about the good stories? What about the triumphs, right?
You're right. We only hear the bad and the ugly. And I was just watching a podcast about Bungie and how much craziness has been happening over there. Where are the Where's the love and care? I mean, it is one of those things that you love to see, and the passion, and just how beautiful it looks. It's crazy. This is still one of the most beautiful looking.
Oh, this is amazing.
Like the textures, the graphics, the details. I don't even know how this game runs at 60 frames per second on the Switch. I couldn't tell you. And Papa Bear couldn't tell you where that green came from. That was from Jaguars, who's going to be able to avoid those greens and the triple bananas right beside him. Those green board. Everyone does throw it there, and it never lands. I don't know why they do that.
Never say never, though. It'll probably land now that you said it. I would have held on to that banana. Should have held on to that banana.
Yeah, there's little mistakes like that might add up, bringing them down to 5 points. And over here with Mr. Scooty with only 2 points. Back at the
What just happened, bro?
back at the defense, and then getting fire flowered into the star and bringing them back. Lakitu working overtime. He's gonna get paid out, but Mr. Scooty is looking like they are not.
Yeah, don't back the D unless you have to. You got this.
Yeah, it really is that simple. He didn't back for the potentially could have been saved from that fire flower, and then checking that back camera.
It's all about that back camera. If you don't know where you've been, how are you supposed to know where you're going?
You don't. That's the truth. Jaguars trying to get that first place finish. Just their way into first. Sloppy Gunner right beside him. Could have gotten the mushroom to take over first, but it came out too late. Jaguars in first. Sloppy
Did you see
Gunner
that
in second.
smile?
Yezi in third.
Did you see that smile?
He did.
Jackie threw down a smile. A lot of the competitors here, I assume, are really good poker players, because we don't see a lot of emotion all the time. They try to keep their emotions in check, and I understand as a competitor for different various reasons. There is a way and a means and a why behind why you keep maybe not wear your emotions on your sleeve so much. but we got a big smile on his.
You know what? They are in the wrong industry. You know
Yeah.
what? Get them on a poker table and call it a day if they are of age and see how they're going to do. Honestly, Jaguars might have a promising future there, unironically.
Hey, when Batter Cookie gets to be of age,
Honestly.
I'm taking him to his first poker tournament. Because that dude, I could sit there and say the funniest joke ever, and he'd just look at me and go, heard better.
Yeah, truly. Yeah. Hey, Batter Cookie, you got last. You got first.
He's very about everything. Is
He
that
really
what,
is.
Right?
He got that
Just
cool demeanor to him, which
Yeah.
I absolutely love.
No, I love it because I'm
it's
trying
so
to
good.
rattle him. Like I'm a 46-year-old man trying to rattle a kid, and he's looking at me going, "Gonna have to do better."
He really does. Nothing. And I love it because it's just like, it feels like a personal challenge where you're just like, aha. And
Once. I've been here for over 2 months now. Once we've seen an emotion from him.
and that was literally 2 weeks ago.
It was.
Where he was so happy about being able to tie for first and bring it all home after that big long race, which is kind of great. But you know what? I love it. I don't know. Everyone has their own personality.
Yes.
And everyone's got their own pop off, their own signatures. Hero, fresh, taco cat with the taco cat. So it's just, I love it. You know, it's just really, really cool that everyone's bringing their own, persona to SMS.
And we need to see more of that. I'd love to get together with some of the regulars that play here and interview them about how they started, where they want to be, and why they're here. We need to learn. Yeah, we need to learn more about these players, where they come from, and where they want to go. You know what? Because if you don't look behind you, you're not going to be able to see where you're going.
Exactly. You know what? Wherever you came from, you're only getting better every single time. Papa Bears are getting dragged back every single time you cut to them, getting absolutely hurted, not being able to press that brake button and space themselves out. Even though we're on land, you got to realize that, hey, you still got to be aware of laggy items, and that's going to happen.
And it happens a lot in this game. It's just part of, I don't know.
Is it Nintendo Next?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it out loud, but it is a switch control.
It is. It's a 10-year-old game. You got to accept it at this point. Until they make a new one, it's going to be like this for a minute. But Hero trying to clean out another competitor and be able to do it in the air. Triple greens. And now there's going to be Hero in third. Another competitor flying off the stage. And that actually happened. That was not lag. Hero going to be able to have a little bit of space from third to fourth place. But will they able to close the gap from third to second? It's going farther and farther away from them with every passing second.
Now they got rid of that green, was able to pick up that double item box that gave him 2 red shells as we check in on Sloppy Gunner in second place. Using those mushrooms, shrooming it out, baby. Yezi in first place, getting followed, but it won't matter. Won't matter, he's still right there. Still right there.
Still right there by about all the way over there, by about there, about 50,
right there.
50
right?
there's away.
Yo, you can get Blue's Clues at the end, but you still go right across the finish line.
You really can, especially when you have a Yezi-sized lead. You are going to be in a good spot.
That was a big lead. Big lead.
It was. And you know what? When you're in a good spot like that, you cannot, you really see the blue shell and you're like, all right, no big deal. But then you see 3 more reds coming and then you start to worry. But when you're Yezi, you're really competing to keep that crown on your head and get into grand finals and really show that, hey, doing the run back would be kind of crazy.
Yeah, it would be a little bit crazy. But we've seen crazier maneuvers here at Saturday Night Speedway. Look, the way that you play Mario Kart is very individual. That's one of the things I like about it. Obviously, there's winning strategies just like in any game out there, but this is a very individualistic game because, we've all played it. It doesn't matter if you're 46, 6, or 16, 26. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
We've all been on this game in some form or fashion. We all have characters that we enjoy playing with and maps that we enjoy playing with, and all of that brings us together in this Mario Kart universe.
It really, really does. And we're all getting brought together to go to Big Blue, the F-Zero track that is all the chaos, all the everything. It's very, very fun. I absolutely love it. That third lap is just absolute chaos, and it's really, really tough to keep a run going. I mean, if you're in first by that third lap, you're looking kind of safe, but then if you're in second, third, or fourth, anything is up in the air.
Super Nintendo F-Zero, one of the best racing games of all time. Let's get a Mario Kart version going.
Honestly, we need more F-Zero tracks in the next Mario Kart, true. I really, F-Zero Kart, F-Zero mode, I don't know, just give it to me.
Give me a Twisted Metal F-Zero game and I'm sold.
That would be great.
Yeah. You know what?
What a collab.
Somebody send me the residuals on that. I just came up with the best idea you've ever had.
You know what? I think that was actually F-Zero 99, unironically. That was basically the Twisted Metal. Not really, but it was, no, it was getting there, you know?
In theory, they were working on it.
Yeah, they were working on it. It was like a Mario Kart F-Zero, and it was fun for the time. It was really popular, but kind of falling off. Unlike Taco Cat was able to stay on, not for long. Gonna get bombed off that shortcut, and they will make it.
How did they make that last shortcut? That was on a wing and a prayer.
It really was, and he was living on a prayer trying to land it, and that was just such an insane move, and being able to just trust that he's gonna have that gravity on his side. Really great play as Yezi. Wow-wee! Gonna have a loadout of the century.
Bullet Bill in fourth place, come on!
What are you doing? Will they be able to dodge shock? This is normally when it does come out, but will it come out is the question. Blue Shell gonna hit Yezi. Will the Golden Mushroom be able to do it for him? He's going to pop it.
Oh, yeah!
Doesn't even stop using it to line it up. He just spams it through.
Didn't even flinch.
Jaguar's gonna throw the banana point and lands!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Grabs first!
Yo, that's the move of the century. Play it back. Somebody give me that in the highlights. That was intense. And Papa Bear coming in third place, by the way. Yo, Papa Bear's doing just enough to get to the finals. Papa Bear's gonna be
consistent.
Yeah.
You know what? You take it.
Yo, consistency
Is key.
is key. It really is.
You know, and the key to success, as DJ Khaled says, is consistency. You know, it's just what it's just what you got to do. I always love getting third in semis because it sets you up in a good spot as well when you start, because there's not much around you when you go through that first item box, and then you're able to just cruise, wait, get around the chaos, be able to maneuver yourself. Third place is a really good spot to be able to just take over.
I was cruising. Sorry, I started cruising.
You said, gotta do it, But we are going into the fifth race of this semifinals. What an ending to that one it was. But we are going to Animal Crossing. But what season are we going to?
Oh, well, that's a good question, right?
It is fall, winter, spring, or summer.
Well, you just don't know. Now, do you sit down and play Animal Crossing? Not enough killing in that for you, is there?
I did. During COVID, that was everyone's favorite pastime. You wake up and you are the most productive you've ever been.
Well, here's the thing is you can't sacrifice the animals as much as you want to. You just can't do it.
You know what? And you could smack them over the head with a bug net as much as you wanted to, and they were not going away, no matter how ugly they were.
Speaking of not going away, Papa Bear playing that first and second place like a fiddle back and forth, like a DJ scratching against the sky.
Oh my God, the colors are just, wow.
That's the most beautiful sky I've ever seen.
Really gorgeous colors there. Papa Bear trying to get around and keep it safe for the time being. Third place, sees the green shell flying by, gonna be able to back that green. That's not going to land onto anyone else, but has the boomerang, but misses the first throw. Got two more to go.
Now, as I'm looking up in that sky, I'm noticing Bob Ross needed to paint more purples and pink skies.
It's so gorgeous. I love my favorite color is purple, so I'm kind of biased here right now. But right now we are seeing Sloppy Gunner, who's not going to be biased against getting hit by items, going to have to get around the chaos, sees the boomerang, going to be able to not get hit by those, drifts into the glider, and Papa Bear is going to take a little bit of a swim.
Yeah, that was not looking good. I don't think he brought his swim trunks or a towel. Remember to bring a towel.
Oh, and Jaguar's going to get hit all the way back and going to bag, grab some points. Will they have enough time to come back is actually the question now. Kiro in fifth place, got those triple greens, holding on to him and going to be able to throw one forward. Will it land? Bounce off the wall? No. Bounces backward, throws the next one, gets hit out of the green.
Oh, come on.
The fire flower that was behind him that went over his head, and now Papa Bear got the mushrooms, but into the shock. That's going to be someone else into the dodge and going to be flying through, and that's Yezi.
Yezi's looking really good in first place right now. The only one that can beat Yezi is the game in himself. as we get that double
Look at that
item
lead.
box.
Look at that lead.
It's a huge lead.
They could slow down right now, wait for 3 seconds, and still win. They're going to be able to
Hey,
just
stop right here, Yezi, and do a count. Let's see
You know
how
what?
many seconds.
Honestly, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it was at least 3 seconds, maybe even 4.
I think it was like a 4 to 5 second lead, unironically. But congratulations, Sloppy Gunner, being able to grab that second place finish as well. Really playing consistent. This is probably the most consistent top 3 finishes we've seen from Sloppy in a minute.
You know what? Consistency is the key. It's going to get you into the money, making the money. All you have to do is get
That's
into
what we're
the
here
finals and then turn it up to 11. Turn it up for what? When you're
Turn down for what?
No, turn it up.
No,
don't turn it down.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Turn down.
No, I need you to turn it up.
No, you don't know.
Your
that
mom
one?
wants you to turn it down, but I want you to turn it up.
You know what? You got to do it. And I like to say it. Guess what? Qualifiers is a 10 difficulty.
Yes.
Then semifinals is 100.
Right.
And then grand finals is 1,000% more difficult than you've ever experienced. Oh my God! Please don't do this to us. Don't do it. Oh, thank God, we're not getting it. Oh, it's a miracle. All right, we'll end it up on our one, the only, or one of our favorite tracks that we've seen time and time again. It's a really popular track, actually, and becoming more popular as time goes on. But yeah, honestly, 1,000% more difficult once we get to grand finals.
Well, you know, the competition just keeps getting harder and harder. Because let's be honest, you don't have to get first place. In fact, Bobby will tell you, getting first place all the way up into the finals may not be in your best interest. Maybe staying in the back of the pack and just being quiet until you get to those finals. And then when you're in the grand finals, turn it up and get those first places and get that money and secure your place in Mario Kart history.
Let's see what's going to happen here. Yezi going to be able to have a red shell in hand. Going to be able to hold on to it for the time being. Triple Green's right behind him. Green's getting thrown forward. And now that's going to be a red shell getting dragged out. Green shell drag out. And 3 different competitors going to get hit out, which allows Irony Zap to work their way up to the top 3 situation. Will they be able to hold on to it is the question.
Well, I think that red shell took out 2 of their green shells, but they still got an extra one. And they've got one backed up. They've got those 2 item boxes. They're both green. They're going to hold on to them as a defensive maneuver. And you know what? It worked out really well for him right there. He's going to hold on to this again, and hopefully we'll get them away from that red shell as Taco Cat holds on to that mushroom, takes the shortcut, but gets slam bam, thank you, no ma'am, up there in the shortcut and cannot get out of it. Taco Cat down to 8th place.
Oh, 8th place. That's a battle. That's a climb. There's only a few separate shortcuts on this track that's going to help you out. And there's not many coins to grab, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to catch back up, and even more difficult if you get hit by a storm from right behind you. Going through that double item box, though, hopefully they're going to be able to grab something optimal to get them back and up into the front of the pack here on this final lap on Daisy Circuit. Going to see that green shell flying right by Jackie Wars. Will it bounce backwards is the question. Doe is going to take out that, and he pops the ghost right before he gets hit by that banana, but Papa Bear is going to get hit by that float.
Papa Bear looking at second place, using that banana as a defensive posture right now. It's going to work out well as that red shell has no place to go. Hits that banana and says B-A-N-N-N. I can't spell banana. Who am I kidding? Gwen Stefani, step in for me, please.
Oh, you know what? We'll see if Gwen Stefani's going to be able to sing their praises to Papa Bear, and it's looking like they will. And that's going to be Jaguars in first place.
Papa Bear coming in second place, looking pretty happy with themselves right there.
Honestly, to not be here for like a month, over a month,
Right.
almost 2 months, and being able to be this consistent is crazy.
And they're gonna find their way. I'm gonna call it right now. They're gonna find their way into the finals.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And they have a kid, and they're doing this good. There's no excuses for you.
Yo, I bet you their kid is fantastic at Mario Kart.
You know what? I'm waiting for the prodigy to happen. With the next Mario Kart, Bear will be there. We're gonna want controller in hand, getting them ready.
Papa Bear. So I assume Little Bear is right? The moniker that we'll go
Little
with?
Bear. You know
Little
what?
Bear?
Papa Bear, Little Bear, and we'll see what. You know what? We'll see where
Doe
they go.
Bears.
Oh, Care Bears. Is that too old right now, actually?
Hey, not for me.
Yeah, I know,
love Care Bears. I got a Care Bear at home.
Yeah, those were iconic, man. I mean, it doesn't matter who you were. Care Bears
Care
were part
Bears,
of it.
Cabbage Patch Kids,
Now it's Kuromi. That's the most popular thing.
Bless you.
Thank you. Mr. Scooty, though, getting carded to the next century. They are going to be seeing the future after all the head damage that they took from getting hit by every item under the sun. Yezi not even slowing down to stop and try and think about, will this dodge? Yes, it will. And then Jaguars with the Payne Manning snipe with the banana. Great move there. Taco Cat going to just get carded.
Obliterated.
Didn't see the banana on the shortcut, which is
no
brutal.
one sees the banana. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition, and no one expects the banana either.
They really don't. Those are like 1-to-1. When it happens again, they got to think about the Mario Kart knowledge that they learned here today. They're like, yes, this exactly reminds me of the Spanish Inquisition.
And there will be a test, okay? There will be a test.
What does the banana that Taco Cat ran into correlate to? Question number 1.
Well, it crushed him as much like my life. All right?
You know what?
Crushing disappointment.
Yeah, you know
For
what?
my parents, at least.
I don't think so. Look at you commentating Mario Kart on a Saturday night at the HyperX Arena.
There
Come
are
on.
many, many worse things I could be doing on a Saturday night, and most of them I did in college.
There you go. You know what? You got it out of the way. Now you're at the peak.
There's
now
a
it's
time
only
and a
down
place
from
for
here.
everything. It's called college.
Oh, there you go. Get it all out of the way, and then go up from there, and then reach your peak, and then guess what? You know what? After that, there it goes.
Peak, much like my hair.
There you go.
Line.
There you go. Peak, air, line. Hey.
Come on, I'm making it easy for you.
Not that easy.
All right, fair enough.
Not that easy. To look at. Oh.
Oh, he said I'm ugly. If I had tear ducts or feelings, I would cry.
You do have feelings. Don't you feel bad for these racers who get carded every single week?
Nope.
Yes, you do. Yes,
Yeah,
you
I do.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I
You
do.
can't lie. You can't
know,
lie.
dude. I really wanted to. Look, I'm actually I actually do wear my emotions on my sleeve a lot of the time. You can pretty much tell where I am with you just by looking in my eyes or telling the inflection in my voice. I always tell people that, like, if I'm making fun of you or joking around with you, that means I care or I like you, because I will just ignore you. I'm very passive aggressive. If we're not friends, I'm like, I can pass right by.
But what we're going to see, which racers were able to pass by the other competitors.
Let's go!
Scores. My God.
Oh my gosh, 1 point.
That
1 point,
banana
bro.
snipe made it the difference between a map ban and no map ban. Jaguars in first place with 73 points. Jazzy in second with 72 points. Papa Bear in third with 61. Beating out Sloppy Gunner in fourth with 50 points. Kira in fifth with 46. And Taco Cat. What a drop-off that was. The consistency is showing from these competitors. Taco Cat in sixth with 44 points. And then Irony Zap dropping 16 points away in seventh place with 28 points. Stephen Hitchie in eighth with 25. Chippy Chan in ninth with 25. And oh my God, three-way tie for eighth.
Yeah, three-way tie for eighth right there.
Mr. Scooty in 11th with 24 right behind him. And then Christopherson in 12th with 19 points.
By the way, you gotta love Mr. Scooty. Batter Cookie, his son, had to go back and do the school thing and grow up to be a part of society, But Mr. Scooty's
like
still coming back each and every single week to be part of this community and be part of the awesomeness that is Mario Kart at Saturday Night Speedway.
It really, really is great to see them every single week, along with, being able to play these games online, and being a part of that whole, of the family's lives. Being able to just say, hey, I want to learn this game. I want to play it with my kid. And it's very, very cool to see that connection, and that, it just makes the family bond stronger whenever you're able to do that. It's great.
I told you, my dad brought home the Atari 2600. I know, settle down.
Yeah.
And you know what? He brought home the Nintendo, and we played Super Mario Brothers together. And I'll just never forget, you know how people's faces when they're playing COD, they're like, well, my dad didn't do that, but his feet would go like this at the end of the bed, all crazy, and he'd be pressing the buttons. I would love to see my dad try to maneuver around one of the controllers like a pro controller with 8,000 different buttons.
True. And then throw him on an Xbox controller and see how he manages it.
Oh, I mean, just up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start.
And then bring him to a PlayStation 5 game and then try and change it all up on him again.
Playing Contra and putting in the code blue is freaking mind.
Oh, man.
So I can only imagine what would happen if we gave him Final Fantasy 15.
I mean, even my brain is that exact face whenever I see how many abilities and everything else that you got to use. But we will be getting our mind blown from the Mario Kart knowledge that we're going to see with this grand finals coming up right after this quick commercial break. Do not miss who's going to win that $200 first place prize. Stick with us.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Champ, the host of Username Taken, here to let you know that we are doing a special giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away an incredible HyperX package. I'm talking about a HyperX hat and shirt. You're gonna walk away with some beautiful headphones, a mouse mat, keyboard, and mouse. This is like around $300 worth of value, and we're giving it away to you. Here's how you can enter. To join, you must first be subscribed to the Username Taken channel. For an additional entry, each video that you comment on and like gives you a new chance to win. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will randomly pick a winner from the comments. The winner gets a HyperX package. The winner will be told in a YouTube comment and must reply within 48 hours. For more details, visit YouTube's contest policies.
Growing up, I always wanted to do so many things.
I wanted to be a vet.
I wanted to be an actor.
When I was really little, I don't know why, but I wanted to be a pastor. When I was like a small child.
I wanted to be a celebrity, like by any means necessary.
This is Spike Drop Vegas Heist.
These players are playing for a lot of money today.
I'm only here for a 2P. I don't really care about any other place.
My dad is a gamer.
My dad.
My brother, my grandmother.
My dad's a big gamer, still is.
People will either like me or they will hate me, and I think that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I can't even comprehend what is going on, but I like it.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna have fun, turn around now, turn around now. I just wanna turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, turn around, dance. I just wanna clap. Around, around.
Hello and welcome back for the moment we've all been waiting for, the grand finals. All these competitors have been waiting, battling, racing, and now they have a piece of the pie, but the size of that pie is going to be up to them to see how well they race. Will they be able to see the rest of their days here at SNS? Will they go home with the money, or will they be going home with twice the money? That's the question of the day, serving up Gary's way. Logan, who you got your money on?
Oh boy, really?
Yes.
All right, I would really love to see Papa Bear.
Yeah.
Come back in here after it, right? Come back in here, reestablish dominance, and be able to look down on all the other competitors condescendingly and be like, yo, what up? I'm raising a kid. I haven't been here for 2 months, and I came back and slam, bam, thank you, Mario Kart. I'm back in it. I'd love to see that.
Actually, I 1000% agree with you. Imagine, especially like how well he's doing. You know what? We have Barry in the chat saying, I survived. You did more than surviving.
Yeah.
You got 3rd overall in semifinals, and after not being here for over a month and then having your own kid, not prioritizing Mario Kart as much.
What are you saying? What are you saying? He goes home and actually takes care of his kid and doesn't actually play Mario Kart all night?
Imagine that. Imagine that. But then
responsibilities?
He comes here, and then comes here and shows, hey, you know what? It don't even matter how much time I'm putting into it. I'm still going to be able to get in the money.
It doesn't matter how much time you put in. I will be victorious.
He said, I'm doing this for diapers. But we have our racers currently walking out of the hype tunnel where they deserve to be, because we want to give them all the hype that we can possibly fathom and make it happen. Taco Cat, Kiro, Brudud, Sloppy Gunner, Aeropostale, Bear, Immortal, Yezi, Ankles, and Jaguars, and Bobby.
Bobby Digital with his backpack on backwards. It's like crisscross. You don't even know who crisscross is. All right.
That's a person?
No, it was 2 people actually.
No, wait, is it
crisscross will make you jump. The Mac Daddy will make you jump.
You're
The
not
Daddy
joking.
Mac will make you jump.
You're not
Crisscross
joking.
will make you jump.
You're being serious right now.
Yeah, that was a platinum album, bro. That was a
I was born in the wrong timeline. Why didn't you make that song? You could have made that song.
The early 90s were a free-for-all in music, okay? We had MC Hammer, just da-da-da-da-da-da. We had Crisscross. I mean, come on, man.
That's, you know what? Songs were so much simpler back in the day.
Back in the day when I was a teenager with just a little bit of gold in a pager, I used to read Word Up magazine with Salt and Pepper Heavy D up in the limousine.
No wonder you're so good with the rhymes. This is just what you just, when you're driving down here, you're just getting the brain ready. You're listening to the rhymes and you're just like, all right, I can make it on top of my head, because when I'm trying to do rhymes, I cannot think about them on the dime, sometimes. I just slowed down. Did you see how much I had to slow down? That was more than these racers slow down when there's a blue shell coming. My brain was chugging.
I could actually hear the hamster run out of breath.
Oh, 2 really great bands, actually. We Rainbow Road will be banned.
Oh, ban it!
And
ban it!
Cape is banned, so most likely we're going to be seeing Donkey Kong Summit, which is unfortunate, but it is be like that sometimes.
No, you just hate because of the last name. You know they got to pay me every time we play.
And I'm trying to take that paycheck away. I'm sorry. It's just how it be sometimes. You got to put that money into the track and fix it with all the glitches. Even Bobby posted a clip last week on some jankiness that happens, and that's every single week with that track. It's how it is.
Don't be a hater, be a skater, and if you can't skate, well, you know what? Sit down.
I was hoping that was going to go.
No. It is. If you don't skate, copulate. But, that's just a different story for a different day.
There you go. That is a different story, but for a different day. We got Yezi, though, on the screen right now. Is Oliver taking selfies right now?
I think Oliver's taking selfies.
He's got to be.
At least post them before we go live again.
Just put them up on the screen.
Oliver, do you need the right hashtags? We can help you out over here.
Yeah, you know what? You got to put all the selfies on the screen right now.
That other PA, I saw a smile on them. Yeah, I'll get on you. You start smiling. Don't you dare enjoy your job.
How dare you? Not here at the HyperX Arena. Never. But honestly, I didn't shout out TGG. I forgot they even made it in too. So that's one underdog in a room of ranked competitors.
Right.
That is literally like a cat with a bunch of wolves. It's a very bad situation to be in, but it's a good situation for them to try and get some more money in their pocket.
Well, every single competitor that's on that stage right now under the lights is getting paid. Congratulations, you're going to get a little bit of that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You're going to be able to go out and go to the best hometown buffet that you've ever had when you're done here tonight. No matter where you are, if you're on that stage, congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. Say thank you to your mom and your dad, your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, uncles, roommates, sisters, brothers. You know, whatever. You just
whatever. You know, you got to be grateful. You know what? With everything that comes into your life, and it's one of those things where you got to be grateful for what Mario Kart gives you as well, because we're going to be seeing a lot of unfortunate RNG, a lot of unfortunate situations that you're going to get your stuff stuck in. And at the end of the day, like we talked about before, it really comes down to not giving up and not really never giving up, never backing down. You know what? Never give up, never back down, never back down. Never
Galaxy Quest is the name of that movie that you still haven't watched.
I know, I haven't watched it. I don't think I ever will because I don't want to ruin my meme. You know what? Came from Fortnite, nowhere else.
No, it didn't.
It did.
Came from a movie with Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Professor Snipe.
I do love Tim Allen, though. You know what? Maybe I will have to check it out. But what we are checking out is our first track of the day, Serving It Up Gary's Way. And honestly, it's a track that we see every single week, which is
Ride the eel.
Ride the eel, ride the waves, ride the water across those shortcuts, and
Under
call
the
it a day.
sea.
Under the sea.
We look, all the Under the Sea maps are really cool. They're beautiful. I like the diversity between how the game actually plays under the water to how it plays above.
Yeah, it's really cool that the gravity is different, the weight is different. Everything is a little bit changed up here. Right now we're seeing Bobby, pod number one, who is number one right now in terms of points. But will they be able to hold on to that number one title is the question of the day.
Look at that little hop, skip, and a jump there.
That's what I'm saying. You just get to float your way into the wall, which he messed up drifting, though. You know what? And now he's just going to opt to bag on this track, which honestly, there are some good shortcuts, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to catch up on a track like this.
Yeah, if you can see my eyes right now, I'm squinting because I'm not sure that I would have had the gumption, shall we say, or the cojones to go, you know what, I'm just going to go last place right now.
And when you're as fast as Bobby, you got to just say, hey, you know what, you got to expect the most and the worst case situation where it's him catching up and grabbing first place, and Aerial Possible getting hit twice now. Fire Flower Greens and everything under the ocean hitting him right now.
Yeah, Papa Bear was had those 3 greens and just used them as defense, and not necessarily, I think, was the plan. Just everybody was running into him like they didn't care.
Yeah, it happens sometimes that there are things that you got triple greens in front of you, triple greens behind you, triple bananas around you.
So you can't get out of the way, right?
You can't.
You're darned if you do, you're darned if you don't. Look, you know, I want to see him make this. See, he didn't do it this time either. He didn't get it right either. That is a very, very hard shortcut because you have to pop off on one of those corals towards the end there to actually make it work.
It really, really is tough to try and imagine, hey, you know what, trying to do some of these shortcuts that are a little bit more difficult, especially with the pressure that you have and going back and bagging. Now Bobby's under a lot more pressure saying, hey, if I mess up one more time, I'm not catching back up, but it doesn't matter. Look at him in 3rd place on this final lap, being able to bring it back, but will they be able to bring it to first? I told you that's the worst case situation for these competitors, as Jaguars right now is in first.
Fighting
to be able to have a bomb in hand. Will they get caught in this explosion is the question. That other competitor has a bomb. Blue Shell going to connect to Jaguars in second.
No!
What? When did that lock on?
Oh my gosh, that, you know what? I call shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans right now. I call shenanigans. That is shenanigans.
That is shenanigans. Run it back. Where's the refs at? Where's the refs? I don't even know when that blue.
I blame Oliver. Where is he?
That had to have been that last second, split second when they were interchanging between first and second, and the blue shell locked onto one of them in that 1 millisecond difference. And honestly, Jaguars had the right idea to back off, but honestly, it's just, man, what an unfortunate situation to be in if you're Jaguars.
That blue shell is like every woman I've ever dated, they never forget. Never forget. They get locked on, locked in, and they will not let you go until they've destroyed you. Oh, that's just me. Sorry.
That is just you.
You know what? I might need to talk about somebody about that in private.
Yeah, there are people that are hired and made to do that.
Do we get health insurance?
You wish.
Okay.
But we are going to Moo Moo Meadows. We're gonna be able to go in and out and grab some good grub, and guess what? Get some peppers on the way. Let's see what kind of spiciness will happen on this racetrack.
It's a spicy meatball track.
It's a spicy meatball. You know, I guess it is.
Show us the track, please.
There we go. Moo Moo Meadows. This is gonna be Jaguar starting us out. We got a lot of orange Yoshis, yellow Yoshis, green Yoshis, every Yoshi you want, every color you want here in Grand Finals, because that is the meta character to use. But there's other characters that have the same weight class that you can use if you don't want to be in the crowd, stuck in the crowd. But there's also a lot of colors you can use with Yoshi as well. So,
This is a very important track to hold on to those mushrooms if you got them, because there are some really great places. They're not necessarily shortcuts, it's just grass that you got to traverse over. And if you can traverse over the fairways and greens of Moo Moo, you looking good.
I agree, and honestly, you're also trying to work around and trying to grab those coins, especially like on that first lap. No one went onto that top path, which has 4 coins, which honestly, if Jaguars was just coin running anyway at the end, you could have just thought about saying, hey, let's just coin run right now in this first lap, get to 10 coins, and then work your way up for the next 2. But Bradu gets hit by a fire flower and a green shell, but fortunately grabs an item box. But will it be too late going into this final lap?
Too little, too late, as Jaguars is holding on to that mushroom for dear life in 6th place, battling for 6th, 7th, back and forth. Now gets into 5th place, still holding on to that mushroom for dear life. Picks up another mushroom on the double. I mean, where do you use it? Do you use it right here? I would have used it right there, right?
Absolutely, that's the best spot to do it. But guess what? You're also going to be caught up in a ton of green shells, like you're seeing Immortal use right now. Going to be able to pop, going to be able to use those first mushroom, second mushroom. Will they be able to dodge a shock? Does anyone have shock is the question. Going to be able to shoot forward into the air horn, into 3rd place. Jaguars gets hit at the line. Green shell landing. Bobby in 1st, Jezzy in 2nd, and Immortal in 3rd.
It seems as though Bobby's trolling us. He was already on his phone. Did he send me a text?
Nope, no text from Bobby.
Well, I got one from him, but it's a picture, and we won't share that.
Oh, no.
Bobby is doing a great job. Seriously, he's doing a great job. I love that Papa Bear doing his thing over there.
You know what? You're taking diaper money away from Bear. That's all. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, I'm only here for diaper money. And you know what? You know what? If you're Bobby, you're saying, nope, I need to get some chicken nuggies tomorrow. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, everybody needs their chicken nuggies and their Mountain Dew Code Red. You know, I'm just saying, somebody's gonna be salting those fiery Cheetos with their tears in just a little bit. But good news is, you've made money. If you're here, you're still playing, you're up under the lights at the HyperX Arena in the beautiful Luxor Hotel and Casino.
You got your money back and some, which is so great. Right. I love the prize payout and how they've been able to do it. Yeah. I almost had a heart attack, but we are going to Waluigi Stadium. Man, we were one away from the cursed he who shall not be named track. Would have been bad news Bears. But we're going to be going to Waluigi Stadium.
It's so not Raven if anybody picks that map, I'm just saying.
Hey, yeah, we can't see the future, but it's looking like a dark path ahead.
All right, now this map gets a little wet here. And
slippery, yep.
It is. It gets a little slippery, moist, as the kids might call it. And that really throws off a lot of these competitors.
It really does. And if you like you're seeing here, Ankles, who's time trial this track, is able to manipulate, not really manipulate, but just know the path that you can take where it's the less slipperiness and the tightest lines possible.
He just did it.
There you go. You know what? Especially that no item shortcut, you got to take it. It's a wide path. It's a wide roundabout that's going to take you a lot longer to get around if you don't take that wall shortcut, especially right there. If you're not able to grab those mini turbos, it's going to be a bad time. But Immortal right now trying to make it even a worse time for Yezi. Checks that back camera. Beautiful move. Realizes that there's a green behind him, so he's going to hold on to that red shell until he feels like he's safe enough to throw his red. Blue shell on the way into the 2nd lap, and that's going to hit someone who was in 4th place who tried to do it after you. But guess what? The blue shell was after you, and you didn't realize it.
And Ankles throwing that bomb, and it hits. Boo, baby, boo!
Competitors, and you can see the lead he has, but gets stuck in the off-road, which is going to allow Jaguars to catch up a little bit faster.
Yeah, they're going to use that wall as a half pipe right now. And we love to see it because it keeps you out of that middle with all that fire and the piranha plants. You want to stay out of that area because you go much faster on the wall. Now, we've talked about there is that upper ramp towards the right lane No one ever uses it. It is a little bit slower, but it keeps you out of this area that gets very, very damp and throws you all over the map. And if you're sliding and providing down there, you make it a little crazy, a little shake and bake, if you will.
Yezi now in third place, going to try and shake and bake their way up to first. Going to throw that red shell forward. That's some bacon, but will they be able to cook it up fresh? No, not going to be able to get much out of that usage. But Ankles right now going to grab another double item. Will it be enough to take over first?
Oh boy, here we go.
Red shell in hand, going to try and maneuver and go for this double item box, but Jaguars has the items they need, but doesn't have the items to avoid that blue shell, so now they got to just race and pray, and that blue shell is going to land before they hit that final finish line, but they get, that battle to the end. They had the lead, but Jaguars just barely loses that first place finish. Literally, I thought it was theirs, but no, boom, gets bumped after a second of waiting, and guess what? That was a brutal finish.
Oh my gosh, brutality. Finish him. That's what should have happened at the end of that. We should have, and somebody should have ripped a spine out or something like that. I mean, that was brutality times 1,000, and that's what we love to see in the grand finals here at Mario Kart. There's no friends out there on the course when it gets to the grand finals. Friends can sit down and have a soda after the game and talk about their feelings and the things that they should have done better. But for right now, draw some blood and make some money.
You gotta be able to take down the competitors, no matter if you're friends. Guess what? They're not friends on the racetrack. You are trying to work your way up the ladder of money, and the money ladder is not going to be nice to you if you get last. But we are going to Royal Raceway, a fantastic track. I absolutely love seeing it. It's very satisfying. A lot of technical things that you can do to get more time off your lap.
All right, give me an example. Give me an example.
You know what? You're not supposed to trick off the glider section in the middle of the track. You're supposed to drift into a UMT and then go off into the right side and then drift your way back, and it's actually significantly faster than just doing a trick and going straight and doing a trick, and then you will actually realize a huge difference. Especially if you bring it into time trials and practice it, you'll see these small things will add up, especially if you're in first. You are going to see that your lead will get extended that much farther.
And I hope you're taking notes at home, because if you are a Mario Kart aficionado, my main man Pidgey dropping knowledge that you didn't even know you had.
You know what? That's what we're here to do. Sounds stupid, but also have big brain moments. Like we're seeing Papa Bear being able to drift around that bomb. But like I'm saying right there, if he did a drift into the UMT and not tricked off of there, he would have gotten actually significantly faster to get down onto the ground and into a bomb, and possibly could have avoided that bomb if they were going faster, which could bring him down to 7th.
And you know what? They need a couple more coins to get them up there. Ankles needs one more coin. He's sitting in third. He's got that green, but it doesn't matter. Spliggity splat, Splatoon all over the map.
Yeah, it really is just going left, right, left, right, left, right. And honestly, Ankles being extremely lucky not getting hit by that, but will get hit. But wow, the invincibility frame saved his life there. As Yezi now going to be in first, going to get hit right before the boost panel, so it's not going to be too brutal. They're going to be able to stick up here in this top 2 run right now. Sees the boomerang in front of him, so they're going to move to the side. Ankles is here in third with those double mushrooms, goes through the off-road, sees the boomerang, but takes an awkward drift, lands in the off-road, has to pop another mushroom, which is going to cause them to stay back in seconds.
Yeah, they definitely weren't planning on that going the way it actually ended up happening. I know that Ankles wishes he was in first place right now, but bad drift set up bad item usage, forcing him to use that mushroom before he wanted to.
And now Immortal going to try and use the star into the item box, but gets item screen. Not really fortunate there. I would have held on to it for a little bit longer. So now we're going to be seeing them drift off into there. There you go. That's the way to do it. And that's a simple way to do it. We got Jaguars in first place. Going to have an air horn, going to pop it. And now that's going to cause them to get bit in the butt. Using the air force for offense and not defense. Going to cause them to go all the way down to 5th. Immortal bringing it back. You see the excitement on his face. And now Ankles once again in first place.
As soon as they popped it, I was like, you're gonna regret that. I almost said it out loud, but I was like, nah, don't be that guy. But guess what? We count to 3, and then boom, Shalak, boom, and Fuego and all of that came, the fiery pits of heck came barreling down on them, and they finished in 5th place. It's that quick, simple, and easy to go from first or second to out of the running.
But yeah, honestly, you know what? Chat correcting me on that. It wasn't a UMT, but it was what Immortal did there, doing a mini turbo off the glider and not a UMT off the glider. My bad, guys, but mini turbo, whoa, my bad. Only been doing this for how long? Don't know. But we
Not long enough,
Not
apparently.
long enough. Doing a mini turbo off the glider and not tricking off the glider is what you want to do. There you go. Fixing the words, the lingo. My bad for feeding you off false information. But that's like I said. Go do the time trials. Learn it for
I think
yourself.
you might have taken that personally.
I did. Learn it for yourself through time trials and then be able to bring it here. That's what you got to do.
Yes.
And it's just how it works. It's how it do. There's too many strategies, too many maps, too many things to remember in this game, in my opinion.
96 maps and only 26 of them to play.
You know what? And now we're going to Daisy Garden, and this is going to be Immortal here in second place. Going to be able to grab that item box, going for that no-item shortcut, and they'll be able to hop their way down to second. But you know what? It's a little bit faster than going around that huge roundabout. We already know.
Just a little bit. It's about like, what, 0.9s?
Probably something along those. Just because, you know what? It's just like Dry Desert. It's just that comparison where you have, if you go around long roundabouts, going through it is a lot faster. But right now we got Yezi on the screen. Got to avoid that back green. Beautiful move. Really unintentional there, but gonna have the red shell in hand. Could take out first, but honestly, great move there.
That was an awesome move.
Really, they didn't shoot the gun too soon because they thought, hey, if they check their back camera, they're gonna back off. They do not want to get hit, and that was a great move by that first place racer to back off, press that brake, and say, you know what, I'd rather not lose 3 seconds on my lap, and I'd rather just save some time and maybe come back a little bit later. Right now, we do have Yezi, though, still here. Got passed up by a mushroom, but Jaguar's back at that fire flower. Doesn't land onto any other competitors. Grabs that double item box, though.
They're going to just barely be able to drift themselves back into place. Papa Bear in 5th place, 6th place, battling back into 5th, battling back to 6th. It's going to be a 5th, 6th place battle right now as he pulls out that green shell. He's going to willy-nilly throw that back. He's got some mushrooms. He got rid of a couple of them. He's going to hold on to that last one. Speaking of holding on, Bradu just forgets about it and says, I'm not holding on to that mushroom anymore.
Oh my God, and is able to just survive just barely. We saw that star that was about to take them out, but it ran out, and guess what? That was Fire Flower that they did not get out of the way for. Bomb in front of Jaguars. They can't get out of the way. They were already committed to that path, and there's not enough time to get around it. Jaguars, though, thankfully grabbed some triple shrooms, which is going to make it a little bit easier to catch up to the front of the pack. Yezi popped that air horn, and now going to throw that red shell forward. Going to cause Ankles to lose their defense for the time being. But guess what? Another double item box on the way, and Blue Shell also might ruin their race, but will they grab what they need? No, nothing to avoid it, and that's going to cause them to lose 3 more seconds. That's going to allow Yezi to catch up a little bit faster. Tries to go in front of them, uses the mushroom, and that's Yezi in first. Will they be able to confirm it?
Yes.
They do!
And they threw that banana in front, and he actually hit it after he passed the line. I think that was just a little bit of frustration there. Let's just throw that banana. You take this banana and, I don't know, get some potassium out.
You know what? Honestly, it's the last thing you can do. It's a Hail Mary saying, you know what? Maybe gravity will increase tenfold and drop right in front of Yezi. But fortunately enough, Yezi had that red shell to protect themselves, get through that shortcut, and then Ankles actually had the big brain play to go to the side and try and cut him off from taking that shortcut in case he had a shroom. But unfortunately, it just wasn't close enough, and Yezi was able to just squeeze on by, grab that first place finish.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, as the late, great Mean Gene Okerlund once said. And you know what? You do get some hand grenades here. No horseshoes, though. Although, kitchen sink and horseshoes. Nintendo, I'm not against throwing some horseshoes at some competitors.
You know what? Where's the horse loadout as well? I mean, I guess we have the little, carousel horse loadout, but you know what? Being able to just drift with a horse. Come on, Mario Kart. Come on, let's do it. Yoshi, you know what? Where's the Yoshi? Well, they have a Yoshi Kart, but like an actual Yoshi. Like an actual Yoshi would be fun to actually be able to just like drift on. I don't know. You know what? Just throwing ideas out there, Nintendo. Give us something. We're waiting for Mario Kart 10. Give us anything, please.
I think they're working on military time.
Or their own time, which they're saying, hey, Nintendo Switch, it's got 5 more years. Don't worry about it.
Well, you know, they started as a playing card company in the 1800s. So, you know what? Nintendo's doing quite a good job for themselves.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? They're doing what they can, and they're raking in the cash. That's all that matters.
What's going on over here? Explain this to the kids at home who may not know.
Yeah, this is bagging. You know what? It's saying, hey, I'd rather grab 10 coins at first, grab some more power items, and get up to the top of the pack, and try to dodge shock while I'm at it. being able to just go back and say, hey, I am going to try my luck, grab some power items, and work my way forward. Because on the track like Mario Kart Stadium, you are going to see a lot of off-road and a lot of opportunities to get around players a lot easier than just fighting in the pack like you're seeing Immortal do right now. But takes that glider section and grabs a ton of coins while he's at it, which is kind of crazy. Loses 3, but gains 3. That's going to be Jackie Wars backing up and doing some bagging as well. Kind of opting. A lot of competitors saying, I'd rather go back and not fight in this pack.
Yeah, it still intrinsically bothers me, but I've seen it work time and time again. Look, these competitors aren't your average Mario Kart players. It's not your mom or your dad, and maybe they are, but you know what? They're a lot better than my mom and my dad.
That is an understatement of the century, because these players, they practice it, they've worked at it, and they grind the ranked Mario Kart Discord for a long time. That lounge server is their second home, but Papa Bear trying to bring it all home and bring it all home for the diapers to change up Little Bear. Gonna back that banana, grab another defense, but you know what? We'll see if that's gonna be enough for them to keep on running and chugging. Bobby gonna be here in third. Still no blue, still no shock to be had. We just saw it over 30 seconds ago. Bobby throwing the green shell forward, doesn't land, backs the bomb, throws 2 more green forward, and they connect into one another. 1 more green to be had. Will they be able to do it? Turns on motion controls. Glider section, will it be enough? Backs the Firefly.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
No goes second.
Oh my God!
First.
Turns on. Wow.
Motion glider, that's the way to do it.
Mid-game. Look, for all of you who are like, you shouldn't be able to do that. You know what? You turn it on mid-game while you play.
It's
yeah,
tough.
go ahead.
It's tough. It's tough.
Let me know how that works out for you. I'll wait.
I'll wait, truly. You know what? We'll be waiting a long time, because they'll be messing it up just like I have whenever I was trying to, whenever Bobby was coaching me on how to learn motion glider, I was like, I'll just drift off the side, do the Immortal strat, hit the wall, go around, and call it a day. I am good.
My blood pressure went up there, man.
I know.
I actually got to calm down a little bit.
A little bit so close of taking over both spots by using motion glider, but just wasn't enough. I mean,
how
honestly,
cool would that have been?
By inches. That was. But man, we are going to be getting into this next race. That was a brutal, brutal battle so far, though. Roll, we got Super Bell, please. We haven't seen it in so long, but we're going. No,
oh, I thought for a second. Yeah, I got excited there for a second, too. I saw what you were looking at over there.
I did. I was excited. I was getting ready for it. But guess what? Donut Plains 3, another very skill-based track, all dependent on this no-item shortcut in the very beginning of the track. If you're able to land that and do it consistently, you will see first place just run away with it. So, honestly, it's
I'm okay with that, by the way.
Absolutely. If you got to do something that you got to practice over and over and over again to hit it consistently and give yourself a big lead, I'm okay with it. I used to hate Donut Plains 3, but then I time trialed it. It's not that bad of a track. Still don't love it, but it's still one of those things where if you're consistent with it, you'll be able to win with it.
And if you can hold on to some mushrooms here, if you can hold on to a few mushrooms, you're going to be okay.
You got some off-road there, off-road right. Nice. But if you want to snipe there, Sloppy Gunner finally, after 100 attempts, able to land at least one of those green shells. Jaguar's here in third.
Jaguar is holding on to those bananas, getting rid of a couple of them. He's going to get rid of all of them. And grabs that mushroom, and that did not work out the way they wanted it to.
No, not at all. Took a little bit of a wide turn there, and that red shell went right into their green. Sloppy Gunner taking over third. Gonna see that banana in front of them, but guess what? They threw it forward. Did them a favor because they were not slowing down, but guess what? There is triple greens in front of them now. Blue shell on the way, and you can see that first place competitor running away with it right now. Has a pretty substantial lead, but guess what? It can get taken away in a second. As we see Jaguars catching up to first very fast, but there's about a 2-second lead between themselves and first. Green shell missing.
All right, Area Style needs to get those coins up because everybody else in front of him has 10. He's only rocking 5. That just ain't going to be enough. That's short change, and you know what? Don't short change yourself. You're better than that.
Oh, and Shock comes down, and guess what? Aeropost's going to get short change. Currently only at 2 coins, and now they're going to be going around the corner, and Angel's going to be here in 5th place. Going to try and get around and salvage anything, but they get sideswiped by a green. Jaguars in 4th, Bobby in 3rd, Yezi in 1st once again, going into the final race.
Did you see Yezi? Did you just see how cool, calm, and collected that dude was? He's just sitting back like, he almost looked as intimidating as we did during our esports stance.
Yeah, we did. We were looking real tough. You know what? Like I said, playing video games for a living and trying to look tough don't go together.
Yo, I came here to do 2 things. play video games and kick some butt. And we're all out of video games. It doesn't really work, does it?
No,
Doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't. It's tough. Yeah, I love the meme making fun of that because I always feel so bad because you know they're getting coached to, hey, you gotta cross your arms, put your back up, you look tough. And I'm like, they're playing League of Legends, man. They are not looking tough.
Look, I don't pay attention to any of that stuff. And Merc Anthony and I were at some event, and it was an esports event. And he's like, do the esports stance. And I looked at him, I go, what are you talking about? He goes, bro, it's this. Now look tough. And I go, that is the esports stance.
It is.
And who decided that that's what we needed out of our esports stars?
It was the wrong decision.
Just look like you could really do some damage. And he's like, I can in Street Fighter.
I can do damage after Taco Bell, but we are currently ending it all onto Mario Circuit 3.
Here we go. This one's for all the marbles that the kids don't play with.
Yeah, you know what? Coming down to it, we have seen a lot of consistency from Yezi, and we are now seeing 9 different competitors bagging on this track and praying for the best to get themselves more money with a good finish on this final race.
So if 9 competitors are bagging, does that even help you? I mean, if everybody's doing the same thing, how does that benefit you in the long run?
Okay, so we do have the scores. Nightcrawler actually has them somehow. Immortal is in first place with 79 points. Yezi is behind him by 8 with 71, and then Bobby is behind them by 14 points. So right now it's a Yezi versus Immortal final battle.
Yeah, I mean, this one.
Those are not updated, apparently. Nightcrawler was wrong. Okay, that was after 6 races, so now Yezi's probably going to close that gap.
How dare you try to do math on your own?
How dare I? But going into the second lap, going to be just spewing out false facts. You know what? That's just been this SNS, man. But we got Aerial Apostle in 5th place, got the Golden Mushroom going on, going to be able to work their way up to 3rd place. Sees those triple reds in front of him, so he's got to wait a little bit before they pass him, and now they have the opportunity to take over and grab triple reds of their own. It is literally their race to lose right now. Let's see if they're going to be able to use those reds.
That was the best place for anybody to get triple shrimp, as Brodude gets lightning bolted to shrinkage, baby.
Yeah, shrinkage and going lower on the charts and going lower in the standings. But guess what? Jaguars and Blue Shell, that's been a 1-to-1 situation. It's still so far away, so it doesn't even matter, though. Jaguars will end us out. Papa Bear in second, gonna be able to grab some more money. Immortal, boom!
Yo, Immortal got stoked.
He did. That might have been enough for Immortal, but we'll see what happens. We didn't see Yezi up there in those top spots. What if they lost?
I'm looking at his phone waiting for chat to tell me who won.
You know
How
what?
sad is that?
You know what? I'm telling you, I was telling them we need updated scores, but it's looking like Immortal's popping off, and I was saying...
Papa Bear looks stoked, too. Papa Bear, give me some love. Come on, man. Welcome back. Welcome back.
You know what? To be able to grab and do as well as he did after so long, but Immortal is popping off, and we can only assume it's because he lost.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it is. Look, yo,
he's giving fist bump at Bobby. He was stopping in anger.
They actually go fishing on Mondays together, so
yeah,
that's what.
I see you Monday.
They don't fish. I doubt it. You know what? Maybe they do. Who knows?
You know what? Who knows what they do on their pastime?
They play Uno.
They play Uno. Hey, you have Uno. Everyone has Uno.
Yo, I'm coming out with a game called Dos.
Yeah, you tried. We have the scores.
Marissa's smiling, so I know that wasn't funny.
Immortal by 15 points brings it home tonight in first, and then Bobby right behind them with 74 points, 15-point difference in second place. Yezi in third with 72, Jaguars in fourth with 67, Ankles in fifth with 59, Papa Bear in sixth with 58, Kiro in seventh with 51, Taco Cat in eighth with 49, Aeropasso in ninth with 44, Sloppy Gunner there in 10th with 40s, TGG in 11th with 28 points, and Brodude in 12th with 25 points. Do gotta give a round of applause to Papa Bear in top 6, being able to grab that top 6 with a commanding 7-point difference too. Really, really great work, and great work to the rest of the competitors as well. Yezi battling it out to the very end, losing by 2 points for that second place spot, and Immortal, a dominating performance.
Yeah, it really was dominating. A domination vacation, no more for Immortal.
No more. He will be able to take the crown from Yezi, put it on himself, and say, hey, who's going to take it next week? I am waiting for you. And that's going to be your new SNS pick there. What a absolute dominating performance though by Immortal. Great. I literally told him, I told him I'd pay for his, I told him I'd pay for his Nintendo Online membership if he won today. I didn't think he'd win. I'm gonna be real with you, Immortal. I am sorry. I gave him the confidence you need, though. You know what? You got a free year of Nintendo Online, Immortal. If you didn't do it already, I'm just saying.
That's the best 20 bucks you've ever spent, buddy.
I really have. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take the credit. I'm good. I'll do it. You know, I'm good. But
he'll have to thank you in his acceptance speech when he wins the Mario Kart trophy of worldwide domination. He'll have to be like, thank you to Pidgey for my year of Nintendo. It really helped me to be able to practice and become a better competitor. Thank you.
Oh, man. Immortal, though, congratulations. And a great competitor, great person, and they are just absolutely on a tear now. Let's see if they're going to be able to run it back, though. That's what I love to see is the back-to-back. But right now, Immortal on a high right now. Back-to-back? We can see him on the stage right now. Super excited. Great to see him.
I love how excited they got.
They did. You know, it's been a long time coming. Truly, I mean, we don't have the charts right here. I'm pretty sure Vonnie could send it to us, but we are. I don't even remember the last time he's been able to win one. The love is coming out from Immortal.
Oh, and by the way, happy belated birthday to our good friend Vonnie.
Absolutely, Vonnie, an amazing person.
Great guy. I love him.
Truly great teacher, great person, great. You know what? Happy belated birthday to Vonnie as well.
He always has something nice to say to me when he sees me, and I'm pretty sure he makes it up on the spot.
Yeah, and you know what? Vonnie is a silly guy, and I love him for it. I do.
Dude, I love him. A great guy. One of the most positive people I've met since I've been here. And Unk Funk, no relation. That's what I get. So just so y'all know, Overt Flow refers to me as his creepy uncle. So Unk Funk, no relation. I'll take it. And you know what? He's making a Boondocks reference too, I believe. I'm going to find out when we shut the show down. And if you are making a Boondocks reference, yeah, I get it. What?
What are you going to do about it? All right, we got Stan Van Gundy in the house.
Stan Van Grumpy. I'm not that happy.
There you go. But guess who is Immortal? Congratulations once again for winning Saturday Night Speedway. But that will do it for us this week. We will be back next week for some more Mario Kart action. Please see if Immortal will be able to do a back-to-back championship. And man, I'm excited to see if he's going to be able to keep that crown on his head. Any last words, Logan?
Yes, words. Last words? I'm good.
Sounds great. See you all next week.